Hello and welcome to 360 Gamercast, episode 85 for Tuesday, the 24th of August 2021. I'm your host, Mark Webb, gamertag Pearson ID, Steam ID, Webby360G, and joining me on this very fine evening is...
He's back. It's Mr. Peebs.
I'm still here, Cinema Dan.
And once again, Sensei Switch.
Why, hello everybody. Peebs, it's nice to see you make a return.
Yeah, I thought I'd show my face, or show my voice.
Good. It's always nice to have Dan and Switch on as well, of course.
It's not that
Star
nice, is it?
Wars.
Be honest. Be honest.
It's always nice, mate. It's always nice.
Okay, I'll believe you this time.
Yeah. Yeah, so we are back in action after we had a really fun show last week. If you're not a patron, you missed out on the talk about Stunty playing Autobahn Simulator, which was a very exciting conversation. I was bloody pissing myself. It was really good. So yeah,
It looks like a child's 3D animation from back in the early 90s.
Yeah. It looks like something some kids made on Roblox. That's what it looks like.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
It's reasonable though. It just looks really weird.
Jank.
But before we start properly, just want to say thank you to two new patrons that joined this week. This month, Dodo and Elijah. Welcome to you guys, and we've got our first VIP patron, which is Wes. Wes upped his payments to make himself a VIP.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
Does he get the red golden frilled cushion?
Yeah.
Pretty much, but he also, I'm still waiting for him to send me what he wants to put on the 360G Twitter feed, because when you join as a VIP, you get to put any message you want on the 360G Twitter.
That could spell disaster.
Well, we're within reason, right? But
define reason.
You don't want to pull a PewDiePie or anything.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I will vet it, but yeah, it's all good.
Is there any other perks for a VIP purchase? You fluff them off or something? I don't know.
No. I mean, that's about it, really. It's just
Okay.
an extra. I mean, it's hard to think of things. I mean, you know, I'm not a very smart man. I just make these things up as I go along half the time, to be honest.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, so that's really cool. Yeah, so I've had a bit of a busy week. Been working. I've had the kids, and sadly, our cat died last night.
Oh, fuck.
So I've had two cats die in 2 months. So sad. And if people don't know the story, they're actually Peebs' old cats. So
Yes, Webby fostered them for me.
So obviously Peebs' family are probably a little bit upset as well, I can imagine. But yeah, it was just a bit of a. I mean, with Bella, the first cat that died a couple of months ago, we'd planned it, because she wasn't very well. But with Jessie, she just kind of like the last 2 days just went downhill so quick, and I thought she was dead. Like I walked downstairs and she was just laying there in the kitchen. I was thinking, I thought she was dead, but she was breathing very gently. So I rang the emergency vet, and my missus was holding her in the car, and she just died on the drive
Shit.
to the vet. So yeah, not good at all. We just think it's been the stress of moving house again, and
Yeah, I did think that today, whether it was obviously because the cats were sisters, so obviously when one died, sometimes the others take it quite hard, and then obviously the move as well, and just the stress of it all.
Yeah, because she started to go downhill after Bella died. We'd noticed, and obviously since the move, she's been not herself at all. Yeah, so it's quite sad, really. I do think the vets had a little part to play in it as well, to be honest, because Leanne took her on Friday, and they took blood and urine sample, and then when we got back, and then when about a few hours after she was home, she'd weed out just pure, like a giant puddle of blood. And I was like, yeah, and I was like, what the hell's going on there? So I was like, well, that's got to be from taking the urine because there's a needle. So Leanne took her back on the Saturday morning to the vets, and the vets just kind of fobbed her off and said, oh, we don't know what it is, here's some painkillers. And within like 5 or 6 hours after that, she died. So, you know, I'm not happy with those vets at all. So they're going to be getting a piece of my mind tomorrow. Especially since, well, you know how expensive fucking vets are as well. So, you know, I'm really not happy with that, you know. But, you know, I do think they had a part to play in it, really. I mean, I don't think she had long left anyway, but yeah, it's just a shame we'd moved and changed vets because our last vets were really good. You know, I've been going to the same one for years and that, so yeah, so taking her to the creme tomorrow, so I've got a bit of a drive because we're taking her to the same crematorium that we took Bella to. And that crematorium is near our old house, so I've got a 2-hour drive to tomorrow to get there, and then obviously another 2-hour drive back. But I wanted it to be the same creme because they do the same. Because I'm going to get her ashes put in exactly the same urn as what Bella is, because they're pretty much, they look very similar, don't they? So I just thought that'd be quite nice. So yeah, so I'm going to do that tomorrow. So that's been my week, really. It's had its ups and downs. So
yeah, I bet, mate.
Yeah, but I've managed to get some gaming in as well, but I'll get to myself last. But anyway, we'll get into a little bit of gaming. Peebs, what have you been playing this week? Because I am intrigued.
Yeah, I'm intrigued too.
Because I haven't been on for quite a while. But I have been going through a bit of a, I don't know whether to call it a drought, because I'm still gaming, but I just can't get into any, you know what I'm like. I normally have my Warzone and a FIFA on the side, and then I have a main game that I like to get my teeth into. Yeah. And that game was Valhalla for a while, but it's on the back burner at the minute because I'm just struggling to get into it. And I don't know, I can't put my finger on it because everything about the game I should like. I love the Assassin's Creed games. I love everything about them, all of them. This one is Vikings in England, and I'd love like the Viking series on Amazon. I love the Last Kingdom on Netflix, all in the same era. So this game, I was so looking forward to it. But and don't get me wrong, it is good, and I do sort of enjoy it when I'm playing it. But when I put it on, I just find it so overwhelming and just so daunting that I'm just like, no, I want to put something else on.
Yeah, I do, and I understand, Peebs. I think a lot of it's to do with your mood, because you go through phases of moods and what type of games you want to play, right? And you got to be in the right frame of mind, I think, to play a big open world game like this, because these games are very time consuming.
Yeah,
and you got a little bit. I mean. And you got to be a little bit methodical, really, on the map, and it's just being in that right frame of mind, because you look at the map and you got in your mind, right, I'll do that. You know, this is how I game, right? I look at a map in like Assassin's Creed, and I get a plan in my head on the order I'm going to do things. And if you're not, if you're not in the mood for crap like that, and you just want to chill out and have fun, well, I think these Assassin's Creed games are fun, but in a different way, if that makes sense, then you're not gonna enjoy yourself, right?
No, well, the thing is I know obviously games are like 50, 60 quid, and we do moan about how expensive they are. So I'll never moan to say there's too much content, because there can never be too much, in my opinion, because you want the more for your money, yeah. But and I wouldn't say it's big in that way. I just find the map is so overwhelming because there's just so much to do. You don't know what to concentrate on. Yeah, you can concentrate on the main missions, but then that gets lost in all because you have the life events, There's collectibles, there's treasures, there's the main missions, side missions, the river raids. There's just so much to do.
Yeah.
And it is huge. I mean, I don't know how many hours I've put into it now. I reckon about 30, 40 hours, and I've not even unlocked the whole map because
it's a long game. Yeah.
Sorry,
it's a chip away at it game.
Yeah, it's a chip. Yeah. Obviously, it's based on the old England. I don't know how accurate. I mean, it seems fairly accurate. Some of the towns and cities and things, but. Yeah, I think I've just got down into London, but there's still further south to go, still further north to go, and it's just a huge game. And then obviously they've had a couple of DLC since, haven't they? The Irish one and the French one, I believe, which obviously I'm nowhere near getting to them yet.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still on my hard drive. I still plan on going back, and I definitely want to complete it. I just like Webby says, you just need to be in the right frame of mind, and when you're putting it on, you need to think, well, I'm going to spend a good few hours, right? I put an evening aside and have a real good slog at it and get in, try and really get into it.
Yeah.
But again, it's the I still need to buy myself, and I say every time I come on here, I do need to buy myself an extra hard drive thing because I'm just struggling with the space, and then obviously Valhalla's 87 gig.
They're just very expensive. That's like £200 for.
That's it.
It's a lot of money, man. Yeah.
I just keep trying to manage my games, and like some of the games, I think, well, I don't want to delete it off, but I know I'm not really going to play it that often, so I'll delete it for now, and I can always, re-download it. But then sometimes when you delete them, you just end up forgetting about them, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, not only that, if you do feel like playing it, you suddenly realise, like, oh, yeah, I've got to re-download it and install all the things. Tell you what, I can't do it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, what else? I did a big schoolboy error because I've been wanting to play Far Cry 5 for a long time. I know it's an oldish game now, but I've always played all the Far Cries and I've quite enjoyed them. And they had a sale for Far Cry 4. I got them mixed up because for some reason I didn't know which one I'd got up to, which I should have done. I should have done a bit of research first. The Far Cry 4 was on the store for like £5. And I thought, oh, right, yeah, I'll get that for £5. Downloaded it, put it on, and it said, when it all came up, it was like, would you like to continue? I was like, oh dear, I've played this before. I'd already played it. So it was the wrong one. So it was Far Cry 5 I wanted, so I looked on that, and that was on sale for about £8, so I ended up getting that, and I've put a couple of hours into that. Seems okay. I'm not keen. I don't know if anyone can remember when they played it, because it's obviously an oldish game now. But I just find that the shooting mechanics on it aren't very good.
Yeah, I've always found that about Far Cry games.
I disagree. I mean, you're obviously playing on console. I played through the game on PC. I put a lot of hours into it. I must have been about 40 or 50 hours. I absolutely loved Far Cry 5. The story, I just got super sucked into it. With that cult and the acting is just so well done, and I found myself just getting immersed in the world and doing pretty much all the side quests and stuff like that. But I think that's the difference between obviously the control schemes. Right? I mean, I was playing it with a mouse and keyboard, so it was very fast and fluid for me using the mouse, and so I don't know what it's like with a controller. I don't know. Is it sluggish or?
It's not really sluggish. It just doesn't feel very. I don't know. It just feels. I don't know. It just feels a bit loose, and the aiming's not the greatest. I don't know.
Because you've been on Warzone. That's what it is. You've like people can say whatever about COD, but it's still one of the tightest shooters.
Oh God, yeah, 100%.
Yeah. And also the driving is. It sounds a bit noobish, but I tried to look in the controls. But is there a way of getting it so you can see like not a top-down view, but where you can see the rear of the car? Because at the minute when I'm driving it, all it is inside. I don't like the inside.
Inside only. It's because it's a first-person game, and I know most games allow you a third-person view for driving, but the Far Cry franchise is known for its first-person view, and they've never had a third person view, as far as I'm aware, in any of their games for the driving.
No, that's so the shooting and the driving. I mean, on the video you're showing now on Twitch on the a quad bike on that. I don't mind that. That's pretty cool. So I might end up just trying to get the quad bike all the time now. Then.
Well, later on, I mean, you get planes and helicopters and stuff anyway. So.
All right.
You spend So once you unlock your helos and your planes, you're in them. I mean, I found myself just being in them most of the time. Or I'll tell you what I did a lot, which I really enjoyed, because you got a wingsuit, right? So when you on the map, you can spawn at certain sections, and you spawn in the air, and you just wingsuit your way to missions. That's always a good way of traveling around. Yeah, I did that an awful lot. It was so fun.
Yeah, because it's got a good few little mechanics where you got obviously you can hire like co-op buddies in the dog and that, and they come and help you and it revive you. I mean, I think I'm playing it on normal. I've died quite a few times.
Yeah, it's not easy.
It's not the easiest game, but like I say, Webby, the story is really good about the cult and stuff, and you're trying to liberate all the little towns that have been sort of took over by this cult and stuff. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. And I'm playing that sort of my mainish game at the minute now. Valhalla's sort of on the side, and then I've gone on to this.
Ubisoft games. I'm quite surprised, Peebs.
Mate, I'm not like you and Collie. I'm not a hater of Ubisoft.
I'm not a hater.
Like them.
Did I say I was a hater? I've played them all, but I've got some stuff in the news about Ubisoft later, which people may or may not like.
I think Ubisoft are shit, so don't worry.
Hey, what about Rayman? I mean, come on, Rayman.
Nah, bored of that.
I think Ubisoft. Again. They only have a few good franchises now. I mean, Far Cry is a franchise I love. I'm really looking forward to Far Cry 6. Obviously, Rainbow Six Siege has been going for a long time, and that's been good. But I feel like it might be going a bit downhill now. Ghost Recon is just, that's going odd now. I don't know what else they've really got, to be honest.
Splinter Cell is MIA.
Yeah.
Everything's a fucking games as service. Oh, Tom Clancy. Oh, multicolored shooter. Stick his name on. Cash. Boom. Done.
Yeah, what's the new one they're bringing out?
Ubisoft have also announced, haven't they, that they're venturing into like the free-to-play market as well. I mean, like you're obviously about to mention that weird one that's sort of like a shooter, which
what's it called? I can't remember the name of it.
Isn't it got some sort of like edgy, like X-Force kind of, or something
Tom
like
Clancy's
that kind
Extreme Paintball or something shit like that.
Someone in our community was in a closed beta for that, and they said it was dog shit, which I'm not surprised about. It just looked
kind of like everything we've already seen before, and who asked for this kind of a thing. When there are other games, people...
Isn't it?
That's
X-Define.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. I was literally just loading up Uplay Plus or Ubisoft Connect, and I remembered it as I was fucking loading the thing. Yeah.
Is it Ubisoft saying, yeah, we're extremely defiant in making the games you actually want? Here's this.
Well, this is the thing, right? I mean, people have been crying out for a new fucking Splinter Cell for years, and instead they bring out games like Riders Republic.
Yeah, but that actually looks reasonable, like for people who like that. And you said you enjoyed it when you played it, so
I cannot confirm nor deny myself have played that game.
It was ages ago, though, wasn't it? When you think about it, it must have been a while back.
Yeah, not saying anything else. Don't get me in trouble.
You're not in trouble. Don't worry. We're to say it's shit for you. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, because I was going through like a big phase of a little while ago playing loads of Ubisoft games, and now I'm just a little bit sick of them. Really, I just have the, because that new Rainbow Six game that's coming out, Extraction or whatever the fuck it's called.
The one that looks like it should be like DLC.
Oh my god! I cannot confirm nor deny I've played that either, but it looks very shit. So yeah, take from that what you will, peoples.
I've taken with it. I've run with it, mate. Don't worry.
Cool, man. Sorry, peeps, for interjecting.
No worries.
Into your chat anyway. So yeah, you're going to carry on with Far Cry 5.
There's another one that's
Legion.
isn't it?
I actually really enjoyed Legion.
I sort of. They're tying Assassin's Creed into Watch Dogs.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
They're doing like Assassin's Creed Legion. Like there's a trailer for it and everything.
Hell.
Peeves, you love Watchdog Legion, don't you?
No comment. I would actually like to go back to it at some point when it's. I mean, it's cheapish now, isn't it? But when I've got other stuff. Thing is, now I've been obviously this summer. There's not been that much new stuff coming out, but I think there's a few coming out in there in like September, October, November time. A few games that I'm interested in. So obviously the new COD, new FIFA, Back 4 Blood.
New COD. Oh, come on, Peeps.
That's going to be my news. The new Vanguard trailer dropped this week. Come on.
Yeah, after I said last week, we haven't heard anything yet. This is weird.
But do you remember back in the day when the new COD trailer dropped, everyone went mental? This week, no one batted an eyelid.
Let me have a look at this trailer then.
We'll talk about it now then if you want.
Yeah. We'll jump into it. It's cool.
Well, obviously, as you know, I play Warzone a fair bit. And then they said this week there was going to have... be a new mode on Warzone, the Vanguard, just to get a bit of a teaser trailer. So they've got a new mode in Warzone. I only literally, to be fair, played 5 minutes of it and I wasn't keen. It was basically where you're all, the whole, like in a map, you're normally squadding up and you against each other. This was pretty much, there's like 50 of you, but you're all in the same team. You're all together and you've got to try and destroy this great big armoured Nazi train that's coming. It just was chaos, so I just came off it and went back to the normal modes. But so it's back. They're going back to World War II. The trailer, look. To be fair, the trailer looks good. They've got the Pacific, area, North Africa, the Eastern Front. So they're covering most of the arenas of where it was in World War II. But yeah, it just looks like the same old COD. I mean, I'm still going to pick it up, the single player, and then...
What, from Asda? Yeah.
I still remember back in the day,
Asda, we spend 25 quid worth of shopping and get the game for 20 quid or whatever it was.
I think it was Tesco that did that. Tesco just does that.
I still haven't played the campaign for the last COD that came out,
not Black Ops, Cold War.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that, and they tried to do a little bit different where you could make a few little decisions and stuff that changed the path you took, and I think there's a few different endings. I still quite like that, and obviously it was set in the 80s, so it's a bit not obviously modern, but
that's your era, Peeps, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So
I mean, I've really lost all excitement for Call of Duties for a while, and the thing that's kind of soured me on COD is everyone just plays Warzone, and the problem that I think Activision have now is they release a new COD every year, but no one plays the fucking multiplayer in those CODs because everyone's on fucking Warzone.
Well, to be fair, I still drop into the multiplayer now and then, and there's still loads of people playing. I think because obviously not many people in our community play it.
Yeah,
I mean, back in the day, you used to put your Xbox on and everyone was playing COD, weren't they? Now, you don't really see anyone play it apart from the few regulars that I sort of game with on Warzone. But my biggest thing is I think they're going to, obviously with Cold War, they integrated it with Warzone because obviously Warzone was to do with the Modern Warfare franchise, and then obviously Cold War came out and they integrated it all. I think they're integrating this Vanguard in with it as well. But the trouble is with that is you have to have all your operators and skins and guns that you've unlocked in whichever franchise you're using. You have to have them games downloaded. So at the minute, I'm looking at my hard drive now, and I've got Warzone is 100 gig. I've got Black Ops is 84 gig, and then Modern Warfare is another. It's like taking up nearly 400 gig of my hard drive.
Oh, it's ridiculous. That is insane, man. That is absolutely ridiculous.
And then obviously Vanguard's going to come out as well. So
yeah.
So my whole hard drive's going to be took up by Warzone. Whereas Collie's, he just plays Warzone and nothing else. He just has the Warzone. Obviously, I think it's about 100 gig for the Warzone, but he doesn't need all the other ones downloaded because all he does is play the Warzone. But he doesn't use the operators from the other franchises. If you like.
I mean, it's hard to be excited for Call of Duty this year for another reason. This is me and myself and a few people in the community. Is Battlefield 2042? Now they released a new trailer. It's it's not new. It's about a month old, but I didn't actually see it. I only saw it this week because I've been a little bit behind. Obviously, I've been moving house and I missed this news. Now, the reason that I'm quite excited for Battlefield 2042 now because of this trailer is the fact that there's so many game modes within Battlefield now, and they've added loads of the classic maps that we all loved as well from a variety of old Battlefield games. They've got some new maps as well, but they've added a load of remastered old maps, and they're going to be pumping more through in the future as well. But what they've done with the with the game creation as well is people can set up servers with all different crazy game modes, and this is with vehicles and soldiers from World War II, for example, facing off against modern warfare soldiers and modern vehicles. As a prime example. Everything can be customized, and this is where I got a little bit excited as well. Is like people can customize their own game modes, anything. You can have go mad like Halo, like shotty snipers or whatever, right? Or knives versus the med things, you just zapping each other or whatever. Or obviously there's going to be the official game modes with like your conquest and all that sort of stuff, but. People can even tweak settings such as the bullet drop, the type of ammo that's used, all sorts of stuff like banned snipers, like all this stuff, and they can just add those playlists for people to copy to make into their own games if you want. Now, I just think that's really, really cool because I think that Battlefield 2042 is going to have a lot of longevity because it's going to have a lot of cool game modes. And I love that epic warfare, 128 players doing conquest or whatever. That's, it's pretty damn awesome, man. And personally, I just feel that Battlefield might take the crown from COD this year. Well, that's my hope anyway.
I mean, it looks good, to be fair. And yeah, Battlefield always, I mean, the last Battlefield you did hate on quite a bit, Webby, didn't you? Have they learned from their go woke, go broke?
Well, it looks like they have, to be honest, because the last really good Battlefield, in my opinion, and the Battlefield community's opinion, was Battlefield 4, and it proves it because when Battlefield 2042 got announced, all these servers were just fucking chock-a-block with players again on BF4. That game came out like 2013. Because people are a little bit bored of World War II shooters at the moment. It's gone a bit overkill, and this is why I'm a little bit damp on the new COD being World War II. It's just like, oh fuck me, can I just do something modern or whatever? But also I think people are a little bit sick of these battle royale game modes as well. So it looks like Battlefield 2042, DICE are going back to the roots of what the fan base really love about the Battlefield games. Really cool game modes, big ass maps, a lot of players on there, loads of different weapons. It feels like they've really listened to the community on this one. I mean, I know a lot of people are upset that there's no single player campaign for this.
Right.
No, and I can see why people are upset about that. But for me, the Battlefield games are all about the multiplayer, and if they're really concentrating on it as much as what they are hyping it up to be within the trailers and the community documentaries that they put online, etc., I have really high hopes for this Battlefield. It's really going to bring it back, I hope, for our community.
When's it out, Webby?
It's out, I think,
October or November, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not long. Yes,
oh dear. So
it is
it's
October.
very similar time to COD, then, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah, So I'm just hoping within the 360G community, it brings a lot of us together for some cool game nights. Because one cool thing about it is it's fully cross play. So we can game with Stunty, who only games on his PS5. You can game with me, who's a PC Master Race wanker, and everyone else on the Xboxes. We can all come together.
Is this going to be on Game Pass?
No.
No. Okay.
So it is a full price game. It's like 40-50 quid. I'm going for the Super Ultimate Edition, which is 90.
What's that got in it?
But the only reason I'm getting
skins.
Probably play early classic too.
Well, the only reason I'm getting hold of that copy is because on the PC you can subscribe to Origin Access, or it's called EA Play Pro now. So it's like Game Pass, but for EA. So it's 90 quid for the year, and it gives you access to every single EA game, every single Ultimate Edition of every EA game. So I'm just going to do it that way. Because if there's any other EA games that come out, I can just play them then. So, because they have announced the Dead Space remaster, haven't they? So I'll be able to play that.
Yeah. Knockout City, you can play that?
No. So yeah, I'm really hyped for Battlefield, and it's a really exciting year because it's Battlefield versus COD again, and we haven't seen that for a while. So it's going to be really interesting to see. Yeah, I'm just.
It's also
excited.
the year, I suppose, these next gen consoles actually going to show their worth, hopefully, for the first time.
Well, I mean,
time, isn't it?
Well, we'll get into some of the news about how Xbox is disappointing me again later on in this regard. But we'll save that for later. We'll let Peebs carry on with the games he's been playing.
Okay, obviously FIFA as normal. I think there's another FIFA coming out very shortly. I was in game
September, isn't it?
Was this FIFA? Yes. Was it FIFA 22 now?
FIFA, yeah, with FIFA 22. FIFA. I was in game. I don't go into town very often these days, but I went in there with my son and had a look around game, and they had FIFA pre-orders. I was very tempted because they're giving away, if you pre-order, they're giving away free FIFA football jerseys.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Football shirts, yeah,
man.
Yeah, I thought it was free. You know, if you pre-order, it's free. I didn't in the end, but I might go back in and do it just for the shirt. A bit of memorabilia.
Did you see a copy, like what the shirt looked like? Did you?
Yeah, they had them hanging up.
Not like made out of nylon or something.
No, they looked. I mean, I didn't go up and feel it, but they looked pretty cool.
Okay.
They're like multicoloured, and then it's got EA Sports on the front, and then like a FIFA badge. I mean, they look quite good to, for free. But yeah, so I shall be getting that, and hopefully be able to do the pro clubs because like I said in the past, I do play pro clubs with Ruffians a lot, but obviously because of you can't play pro clubs between the Series X and the old Xbox, and they're still all playing on that. So hopefully when that comes out, most of them will have managed to have got the Series X by then, but then maybe they won't have, because I think PS5s are still in shortage, aren't they? Because I've been looking for PS5 of late.
They're about, but yeah, there are more and more people getting them. I know someone who got one a couple of weeks back.
They've been up for almost a year now. It's absolutely insane. They're still so hard to get hold of. It just boggles.
But it's just to do with these chips, isn't it? I know I read something in the week because these chips, they use them in a lot of things now.
Yeah.
Plus, you've got to think they're not really putting them in stores yet. Still.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why you've got like this. They're a bit harder to get because it's like a mad rush whenever some website's opened or whatnot to grab one quickly.
Yeah, because I think I was on last time. Can you remember me mentioning that not pro clubs, Pro Evo's going to they're changing their format. I think I did mention it last time.
Yes, I remember you saying that.
Yeah, they've gone to free to play all online type thing, whereas FIFA's still picking it up and purchasing. But yeah, we'll see how that
won't go that way, will it? Because it's too much of a money maker for.
Yeah.
It's their biggest money maker, isn't it? Next to the Madden games in America, isn't it?
Well, you'd have thought so. Yeah, FIFA is obviously very. I mean, I play online a lot, and you never struggle. You never struggle finding a game and stuff. Is still very, very popular. So what else? I'll tell you what. I've been playing. I did download Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection.
Nice.
A little while back.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know, it brings back some good memories because I loved this game back in the day. Absolutely loved it. And it's pretty much exactly the same, but obviously just the graphics are a lot nicer. And I do remember it being quite a tough game back in the day, but this game is bloody hard. I'll put it down for the minute. I've had a bit of a break because I was playing it and I was just struggling with it. It was continue. But I mean to go back to it. But yeah, it's like I say, it's pretty much done exactly the same as what it was. The graveyard at the beginning with your firing your lance things and the zombies popping up and stuff. But yeah, it's mega hard. Has anyone else played it?
No, because I thought it would be mega hard too, and it was about 25 quid on the Switch.
Yeah, it's not cheap. Yeah,
so I think
I paid 20 odd pound.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for a sale on it. I think something like £10 is probably what I'm willing. Because I own it on so many other versions of mini consoles or compilations. I mean, there's different versions of it out there, and I think I've got enough to satisfy the itch. So we'll see.
Yeah, I did think it was sort of overpriced, and I don't know obviously why they obviously got a reason behind the pricing, but I think if they dropped it for like 10, 15 quid, they'd probably sell more. 25 quid for like you say, a game that's like 25, 30 years old and they've been rehashed so many times.
But is it actually a new game, or is it just the old game with better cartoony graphics or whatever? I think it's. I mean, I'm looking at the video, and I think it's a new game.
Yes, it's a new, but it's. I mean, I've only played the first couple of levels. Obviously, the first level's the graveyard, which is what the original game was. Obviously, it's all been updated, but then the further as you go, I think there's newer levels and there's newer like little mini bosses and stuff and things like that. And then they do this thing where you collect these things and it gives you slightly more powers and stuff. So yeah, it is a bit different, but it is very still the traditional format type. You can, it's a ghouls and goblins game. But the price has probably put a lot of people off. I did have a few people message me like when I was playing. How much is that? Like 25 quid, and like a little bit like Dan, drop. And they want it to drop to £10.
Did you use your Bing points?
I'm always using my Bing points, mate. Always.
I used my Bing points this week as well.
Yeah.
This is sad. I used my Bing points to buy a new plane on Flight Simulator. The plane was 16 quid.
How much?
16.
How?
Yeah, I bought the Eurofighter Tycoon on Flight Sim, and fuck me, it's so cool.
And so you can fly in like fighter jets and things like that. It's not just like commercial big plane jumbo jet things.
So in the basic game, you just have your jumbo jets and your prop planes and all that stuff. But you can there is DLC that you can buy within the game, and it isn't cheap. The planes are not cheap. I mean, some of them are like 50 quid. But yeah, I bought the Eurofighter Tycoon. So I just thought I want to have a jet in the game. I want to fly that. And fuck me, it's so cool to fly that around the whole planet. But also the bonus of having a PC is there's community websites where they make vehicles for you to download into the game. So so a lot of military jets and stuff you can just download for free off these community websites. So I went onto one of them and I downloaded a helicopter and I was flying that around this week as well. So that was quite cool.
Yeah, I've seen it on because obviously you can get it on Game Pass now, and I've sort of been tempted because like a few people have said it. It's not for everyone and it can be a bit boring. But I'm just quite interested in like looking at the graphics and you can because everything's real, isn't it? And you can go across your home city.
The whole world's there. Yeah. The only thing I would say about it is a lot of people have said to me it just doesn't feel that great with a controller, and I could probably see that because I've always played it with a flight stick, and a lot of people have bought fly sticks specifically for the Xbox for this game. So I'm not really sure how much mileage you'll get out of it just using a controller because I think it's a bit clunky. The controller, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I've been tempted just to have a look. I don't think it'd be a game I'd put a lot of time into.
No.
Just interested in having a look at it, really.
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah.
We've been talking a long time about my games. I've still got a few to rattle off.
That's all right.
The Ascent. I know you talked about it last week. This was a new game that dropped on the Game Pass, wasn't it?
Yes.
To be fair, I haven't done too much on it. I just liked from what I'd seen in videos and trailers, the sort of cyberpunk, futuristic style Blade Runner type graphics and aesthetics and things. So I thought, this looks quite tempting, and it's sort of like a twin stick shooter type, top down angle, whatever you call that sort of.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
The graphics and everything was good, but I was struggling to figure out where I was going and stuff. And then I realised you just press down on the analog stick, and it shows you where to go and stuff.
Yeah, it puts a little line on the.
It shows you where to go and stuff. Yeah, but it looks quite good. I mean, like I say, I've only played the first sort of intro bit, and but this is co-op as well, isn't it?
Yeah, and this is a game I'd love to play in co-op because the weird thing is I don't know what's wrong with me at the minute. Like, I've seen loads of people on our Discord, and when I go onto Twitter on the odd occasion these days, and I see people talking about it, everyone sings its praises, saying how good it is. I saw someone on our Discord this week say that they just completed it, and it's one of the best games they've played all year. And I'm like, what am I missing with this game? I need to get back on it and put some more time into it. But I said last week that it's because it's got co-op. It's one of those games I would prefer to play in co-op because all games are much more fun in co-op anyway, right? Especially games like this. So perhaps we should try and find some evenings to do some co-op on this.
Is it 2-player or 4-player?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah, I see. I haven't really seen anyone on my friends list playing it, but definitely we'll have to arrange and get some co-op going on it, and perhaps try and get it completed.
Yeah.
What else? Quickly, North and South. Do you remember me saying last time I was on, or a while back, that when I went round with brothers and he had the emulator thing, and you can pretty much play any game. And you search for it. It was in an old Amiga game. Well, they've redone it, and it's on the Xbox Games Store. And I think that was quite expensive, but I think I used my Bing points. I can't remember how much it was now. But it's not North and South. It's obviously just set in the American Civil War, and it was like a top-down. You had like a cannon, horses, foot soldiers, and you used to just go across and battle and stuff. It was like a basic game back in the day on the Amiga, but I really loved it. It was part of my childhood. Spent a lot of time playing it. So when I saw it on the Xbox, I was like, I'm going to have to get it just for sentimental value. But it's not really that great a game.
Graphics look shit.
Yeah, it's like very very basic. Yeah. So basically, so you can play. I think you can play against other people, but you can play against the computer. And one of you is north, one of you pick your sides, north or south, and then it's about taking the states, and then you can decide to you battle each other, and then you go to like a battleground, and then you've got, like I say, you've got your cannons and your horses and your soldiers, and you sort of battle it out. And if you win the battle, you take that state.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not massively in depth, but it was good little fun for an hour or so for sentimental. But yeah, I can't remember how much I paid for it now, but I think it was quite expensive for really what it is.
Right. I'm just going to mention the Ascent. I've just looked on my app on the PC, and it's up to 4-player co-op.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to try and rope some other people into it.
Yep.
Good times. Yeah, that'd be good. What else? Oh, The Art of Rally, which I only downloaded the other day. I see it on Game Pass. I quite like car stroke rally type games. This one is a little bit basic. I think I don't know what it is, but this game looks Scandinavian to me, and I don't know why. I don't know what it is with these Scandinavian games, and part of that is I think some of the courses are in Finland, which normally you wouldn't do unless I think you were from there, if you get my drift. But it's quite basic. But I was talking to you the other day about it, Webby, and it's bloody hard.
It is.
It is a learning curve. But I've been liking it so far. You can do different tracks from like different stages and stuff from around the world. There's a Japanese one which is quite nice with all the trees and the blossom. But yeah, I've not put too much time into it. But like I say, it's bloody hard. It's not as easy as your Wreckfests and the like, and Forza Horizons. But I'm going to put a bit more time into it and hopefully unlock some achievements. My achievements have gone downhill quite a lot lately because I've been spending a lot of time on Warzone. I've not really been unlocking much. I think I'm languishing in the hundreds on my game score leaderboard, which is not acceptable.
Oh, that is not good, Peeps. What's going on?
So the main game that I've been playing, which I keep going back to, and I don't know why, because the achievements on this are real stingy, is Neon Abyss. Now this is another Game Pass game. I've seen you playing
this a little bit, yeah.
This is like a 16-bit rogue type game where you drop into these little dungeons and it changes sort of every time you play it, and there's loads of different weapon drops and things where you can go in and get loads of different weapons. I like the art style. It's like 16-bit and like neon light graphic type. I really like it. I think it's a Chinese game, which is unusual, but I'm really, really enjoying it, and it's just something about it. I keep wanting to go back. The only thing is, it is quite difficult. I mean, you do these like little stages. You go into these dungeons and you fight with these enemies, and then at the end of so many dungeons, you come to an end boss, and then you clear the boss, and then you go into another area with loads of little dungeons, and then you fight a boss. There's loads of different stages. There's quite a few bosses. There's quite a load of unlocks. You get these little egg things that you collect, and then they follow you around, and then the eggs hatch into different little buddies, if you like, and they all have different abilities. So one will collect stuff for you, another one could buy a thing, shoot at enemies for you. You get other ones that will shield you. It's quite an in-depth little game. But the thing is, with it being like a rogue type drop game, you are relying on luck for things to drop that you need to progress.
Yeah.
So I got to start. I've killed like 3 bosses, and I've got onto the 4th stage. And every time I got to the last boss, it was giving me an old boss. It wasn't giving me like a new boss. And I was like, "What am I doing wrong here? I must be doing something wrong." So I had to go onto the old internet and look. And it's saying basically you have to wait for this thing to drop that gives you a token that unlocks this other boss.
Right.
So and the way you get it. Yeah, so I mean, without searching, you'd never know. You could play this game forever and just never know. You're just waiting on this random drop. Yeah. But there is a way of getting this drop, a higher percentage for it to drop, is you have to damage yourself, and you get this little meter in the bottom right-hand corner, and once you injure yourself, you wait for that to fill up, and it will take you to this newer area where you have to sacrifice one of your hearts, which is one of your health, and then you get these drops, and then one of them randomly will be the token to fight this boss. Now, once I'd figured that out, I'd done it, and I'd got this token a couple of times, and then when I've got to the end boss, he's killed me. So it's really frustrating, but there's just something about it. It just keeps drawing me back to the game, and I'm determined to beat it. So I will keep playing it, and that's been pretty much taking up most of my time on this game, most of my hours, and it's obviously the bigger games are on the back burner until I finish this bloody game because I wanna complete it.
Yeah, don't blame you, mate. Yeah.
I don't know if anyone else has tried it, but yeah, it's on Game Pass. Yeah,
it's not on PC Game Pass, so I haven't tried it. It's only on the Sexy Box, so.
Oh, right.
Well,
you got a Sexy Box, haven't you?
Yeah, I just never really sit downstairs and play games anymore, mate. That's the problem, because my missus hogs the Xbox now, playing bloody Sea of Thieves every bloody evening.
Oh, dear.
I know. Tell me about it.
So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I've downloaded Hades. I'm quite interested in this. But...
Hades.
Sorry. Hades.
You're a bit like Stunty, pronouncing things wrong.
All right. So, but I've not even... It's downloaded ready, but I've not tried it yet. I've seen a few videos and other streamers playing it, so I quite like the art style and stuff, so I'm tempted. But again, I think this is a similar game to the one I've just mentioned, where you're going into rooms, a lot of repetitiveness and the like, so we'll see. Oh, and then forgot to mention, me, Webby, Stunty, and Trip McNeely had a little gamer night on Friday night, didn't we?
Yeah.
And we played Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, which is obviously on Game Pass. And I know back in the day we all sort of played it. I don't know how the game this is now. Is it about 10
years old?
It's ancient, mate.
It's ancient. I mean, it's remastered. I mean, it's still nice looking game and stuff, and the auto log and everything works, and we all got in. I mean, there was a little bit of, because it's cross-play, and obviously Stunty's on his bloody PS5, and it took us a little while to get him in. But once he was in, we had quite a good 2 or 3 hours on it, didn't we?
It was bloody so much fun, man.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it was an impromptu. It was quite I mean, we wish in hindsight that we'd put it on the Discord and on the Twitter and advertised it and said, look, we're going to do this game night. But it was sort of a last minute thing. And obviously, you need to give people time to download the game and stuff. But we said, like, next time we do it, we'll put it out there to give people time to download the game and stuff. Because I think you can have up to, is it 8 on there?
I think you can have 8. Be 10, isn't it?
Yeah, it might even be 10. I mean, it's either 8 or 10, so we could get quite a few of us on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really cool. And I just remember when it came out, I think it was one year we was all at Eurogamer, and they was giving out the free T-shirts for this game, and it had the Seacrest County Police T-shirts, and I always remember because I got the free T-shirt and I wore it into Boots once back at home to I was in Boots picking up a prescription or something, and someone come up to me and thought I was an actual police officer because I had this flipping gaming T-shirt. It said see, because it had a big motif on the back, Seacrest County Police.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
to me, I thought I was a copper.
Oh, God. How thick of some people. I mean, come on. I really enjoyed the game tonight. Everyone who was on had a laugh. It's just they don't really make games like this anymore. It's pure arcade fun. It's just, if you're a cop or a racer, it's just a lot of fun just putting down your spike strips or sending out your roadblocks or using your EMP devices or whatever and trying to outsmart each other. And
so for people who have never played it or heard of it, it's basically cops and robbers, isn't it? It's like, half the team will be the racers trying to escape the police. The other half will be the cops trying to chase them down. And you get these little perks so you can drop spikes, you can call in helicopters, you can call in roadblocks, you can fire EMPs, and it's basically just a race to the finish. The cops have got to try and stop all the racers getting to the end, and the racers have just got to make it to the end.
Yeah.
So it's fairly simple, but just like Webby says, it's just great fun, really great arcadey. It looks nice, it sounds nice, and it works. So we're definitely going to have to arrange a game night on it.
Yeah, defo.
And that's it then.
Should we do it on Friday? Are we all around Friday?
No,
I'm working, unfortunately.
I'm in festival land on for Friday.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Portsmouth. for Victorious Festival. Got an Airbnb, rock and roll, man.
Rock and roll.
Who's playing there?
Friday night. Is it Friday night's Madness?
Oh, Madness!
Saturday night we're probably choosing the Streets over Manic Street Preachers, and on Sunday, I think we've got a choice of Royal Blood or Chic and Nile Rodgers, and I'm a bit torn on that one. So I'll see how I feel on the day. So it'll be good.
Yeah. Cool, man.
Yeah, because I've been doing a few things. Obviously, it's just so nice to be getting back to some sort of normality. Whereas I went to see the Gorillaz last week, which was brilliant. Full house at the O2. They were really cool. I went to the Craft Beer Festival. That was full house. No distancing. It just seems to be back to normal. And then yesterday I was at Lord's for the cricket.
Wow.
Everyone drinking, having a good time, singing, and just it's just 3 events. I'm so fully booked up till October, just doing stuff every weekend. It's mad,
mate. I've got gigs. I've got gigs all the way up until August next year.
Well, it's like I said to the missus during lockdown. I said, when we get back to normal, I'm doing everything I can. I'm just not, because you just never know what's going to be coming around the corner again. I just want to get everything done and just enjoy life and just get everything, do. If I want to go somewhere, I'm going to go.
I've got tickets to see Foo Fighters next year as well. Got those in the week.
Nice.
So that must have gone quite quickly.
I don't know, mate. I got someone gave me the pre-sale link, and literally, I do what I usually do my research, get the link up, get 2 screens ready to go. Make sure I've got an account that can log in correctly. I've got my payment details, and literally trying to get in, count down, the holding pen, as they call it. And then I just got in. 5 tickets, boom, done. Sorted.
Nice.
Piece of cake.
Well, do you, Dan and Stunny, and not Stunny, Darren, and even Webby might remember because he was into his trance. Does anyone remember the Space Brothers from the 90s? No, you probably recognise a couple of their tunes, but me and the missus were drinking one of our late night drinking sessions, and one of the songs came on. So she was like, "Oh, I've got this CD," and I was like, "Have a look on the internet to find out more about them." And they're playing at Brixton Electric. At the 1st of October, and we ended up booking tickets. So
my god!
We get to see them, and it's. Doors open at 9 o'clock and it shuts at 6 o'clock in the morning. It's like an all-nighter rave. I was like, oh my god, I'm too old for this.
Yeah, so it's like an evening train. You don't need to book a hotel room, do you?
No, well, we have done, but no, we did think like, you could just go there and just get to train back in the morning. But I don't know. I don't think we'll last till 6 o'clock in the morning.
No,
but
I've had to stay in today. I was out on Friday. I went to Crystal Palace to watch Supergrass, and yesterday I was aching all over. My body has turned to gelatine over lockdown. So it was just today I've just left the house. It's been nice. So back out and about tomorrow, but you need your day of rest from time to time.
Definitely.
It was good being out and about in the fresh air watching live music. So
yeah.
Cool
beans.
Nice. Is it my go?
I'm guessing so. Peeps, you done?
Indeed it is.
Yeah, I'm done, mate.
Cool. Dan, go for it, mate.
Not a lot, really. I've got back into Dragon Quest XI.
Yes.
Why do you say that for? Yes,
because I fucking love that game.
Well, no, I dropped it. I think my last save was like June last year, which was fucking ages ago. So it took me a little while to get back into it, and then I was at a very pivotal point about 30 hours into the game where Yggdrasil falls. If you know the game, you know where I'm at. And at the moment, I'm at a very bizarre point where the game's kind of reset in a sense, whereby you have to pick everyone back up off their feet and go and kill the bad guy. But I'm at a very weird stage where they're very camp. Yeah, I don't know what's going on at the moment. It's all very odd. I'm not going to say anymore.
Typical Japanesey.
It's very charming. It's not you can make, as I said this before, you can make this game as evolving or you can manage it as much as you want. I mean, I'm quite hands off with it, so I'll let my party do the moves, and then I'm guessing, later on in the game when I need a bit more finesse and a bit more tactics, I can open it up and control them a little better. But to me, it's a very relaxing experience, to be honest with you.
It's a great game.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm going to keep going at it. Hopefully, play it for at least another 20 hours and then give it up for another year. So we'll see how we go.
Fun times.
Yeah, man. What else have I been playing? After speaking with Colin last week, I've been playing a lot of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Just to test my skills again. I am fucking horrible at this game. Terrible. I did buy some new characters though, like the mug I am. So I got hold of the I got hold of Tekken's Kazua. There's several ways you can pronounce his name. All the ones I use to pronounce his name are wrong, so don't worry. Don't me or dial me or tweet me or whatever. I don't care. Yeah, it's not like playing Tekken. I'll tell you that now. But it's quite nice in the sense that if you hold down the A button, for example, he unleashes his 10-hit combo. And if you catch the enemy with that, they get the shit kicked out of him. But I've just been learning a lot with that. I've been playing a lot of Terry Bogard as well, which is the King of Fighters downloadable character. As well as I got hold of the hero from Dragon Quest, which is really cool actually, because if you can select different costumes, so you can choose different heroes from a variety of different Dragon Quest games as the skin, which is pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, and again, it's just a wealth of riches, that game. There's so much added content. It's embarrassing. So I might just stick with those characters for now, because I think that the whole kind of concept of season passes is a little bit too. You're better off buying them separately, to be honest. Every single time you buy something on the eShop as well, you'll get some credit back, which you can use next time, which chips it away at the price.
Yeah.
So there are a few characters on there I've got no interest in whatsoever. So I'll see how I go with that, and then pick and choose what I want. But I'm just in training at the moment, just to get my skills up for when Colin wants to cheese me with his throwing projectiles as Mega Man.
Right.
And I did pick up his recommendation last week on the YouTube channel of Salty Smash Brother Loses or whatever, and I had a great half hour the other day just watching all these nerds beat the shit out of their consoles. Disconnection errors left, right, and centre. One of them flipped a chair. It was beautiful.
Dear.
and at the same time, I just thought, well, you just got outplayed, man. You know. But
it's like the FIFA rage, isn't it? That
it seems to me. I mean, any kind of fighter, whether it be Street Fighter or whatever. I mean, I've played enough Street Fighter 4 and 5 on the consoles, and the amount of people that will disconnect when you own them.
Yeah,
I mean, I won't disconnect, because even though it will damage my obviously my ranking, whatever. I need to get better. That's the only way you get better at games, not by cheating the system, just to get your rank up.
Yeah, but don't they? Like on a lot of these games, if you get a disconnect, it counts as a loss anyway, right?
I don't know. It varies. I don't know.
That's usually the best way of doing it, but then it can be dodgy if you do get like legitimately disconnected.
Yeah, but how often does that happen, really? To be honest,
depends.
Well,
depends.
It can.
Yeah, it depends if you're on PlusNet or not.
Well, if you're on PlusNet, you're a fucking
someone scores through your internet cable, right?
Yeah, I don't know. It's I am interested in getting hold of the new characters for Street Fighter 5, but they've revealed the last one now. Who is it's apparently the lead character for Street Fighter 6. I can't remember what it was called. Was it called Luke or something? I can't remember. It's very generic by the looks of it.
It's supposed to be the face of the new game.
Yeah, the face of the new Street Fighter 6. That's what the final DLC character on Street Fighter 5 is. They're trying to link into it like that. So we'll see how this goes. But from the gameplay footage I saw, it looks interesting. But I don't know. You know, that they seriously need to launch Street Fighter 6 fully formed. They have to, because Street Fighter 5 came out, was it 2016, 2015, something dumb like that?
Wow, fucking hell! Yeah,
so
time.
And then it was just half a game. It wasn't even half a game. It was about a quarter of a game. So
it was bad.
Yeah. Anyway, where else was I? There's the. Have you guys played the WarioWare Get It Together demo yet?
No.
No.
It's good. It's Wario.
Yeah?
Have you played WarioWare? Yeah, have you played WarioWare?
I don't think I have.
Oh, yeah, I have on the Cube, and I think on something else.
It's WarioWare, but the interesting thing this time around is that he's got a whole crew with him. So each mini puzzle is you one of the crew tackles it, and each of them got different abilities. So I think Wario charges, for example. You got a little alien that beam stuff up, and you control them in order to complete the puzzle, the short mini game. And there's different ways of completing it. Some are best suited than others, and you can mix and match it up. It's really good fun. You get quite a bit. Well, you don't get a huge amount for your money, but you get enough. Well, for your demo, sorry, but you get enough to record your scores and try your best and run through, as much as you can. You get a really good feel for it. And as the demo progresses, it opens up and tells you whatever added extras are going to be in the main game. So, to me, looking forward to it. I've ordered it. I think it's about quite a cheap game. I think it's about 40 quid brand new as opposed to 50.
I don't think they've ever really been full price because it is literally a collection of mini games. They do recognise that.
If you're like me, I know Darren, you're like me, like Bissy Bashy Special.
Yeah,
those are classics. They still are classics. I think I've got a copy of that somewhere. I don't know what it's on. It might be on my is it my Vita? It might be on my Vita. That I don't know. I'll have to have a look. But yeah, Bissy Bashy Special's great. This is the same kind of the kind of the heir to that parent, I guess. Well worth checking out. Have a look, and it's multiplayer as well. So if you've got enough people in your room and you want to dick around, and with a party game, this will fit the bill. Just wrap off, a bit more Street Race 4, not much to say about that. And then a bit more Picross Mega Drive and Master System Edition. But again, I haven't had much time to play that at all. Most of the gaming I've been doing is the last couple of days. I haven't really been doing it when I've been working or commuting. So I haven't kind of fit that into my schedule at the moment. But yeah, I'm all good. And that's it.
Cool, man. Good times. Let the good times
roll.
Well,
you was talking about Bissy Bashy Special because of the type of game it was. I was trying to think of games that were similar to like that.
Yeah.
The only one we kind of had, but has now died a death, was Point Blank.
Yes. That's the light gun one, wasn't it?
Yeah, which was fantastic. Just loads of weird shooting challenges, but obviously the light gun stuff is now gone, really.
Yeah, it's dead. So yeah, I mean that's it really. Trying to think what else was there. Nah. Who's next? Is you, Darren?
Darren now, isn't it?
It will be 2 seconds. I'm just reeling in a fish. I do apologise.
What game are you fishing in?
He's having a shit.
Black Desert. Oh shit! It's
I still don't really have time for two fucking MMOs, man. I really don't.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Go away.
Go on, man.
It was a good one as well that I just lost. Right. Well, Peeps touched on it earlier as well. The Assassin's Creed. I've been on that mainly this week, doing the Siege of Paris DLC.
Yeah.
I've literally gone round, hammered most of the areas, got the resistance rank up to maximum. Just have a few story missions left to do and stuff, and I'm pretty much almost done with it. So to me, that one seems to have been a bit quicker to go through than the
quicker. I fucking know you spent bloody ages.
302 hours is my save file at the moment.
Oh, okay.
I will say. There's still 302 hours, I guess.
Have you completed the main game and then have you done the Irish?
No, I'm about 90% through the main game.
Right.
It's like been a never-ending quest for you to finish this game, I think, Darren.
Like Peep said, there's always stuff to do in it.
Yeah.
Really, chip away.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to complete that game 100% and collect everything and do all it'll take forever.
Taking out another couple of the sort of special assassination targets and stuff in the game, because like I said in the last episode, which was the Patreon one, you sort of get proper assassinations back again, where if you follow a set series of events to get to your goal, you'll play out like a unique assassination. Although you can just go in like axes swinging or whatever.
Yeah.
Or just take them out stealthily, however you wish. But
Cool,
yeah,
man.
still good. Enjoying. Right, I haven't actually. Well, I've played it for about 10 minutes. but I just want to talk about how fucking annoying the Ghost of Tsushima upgrade process was for PS5.
Go for it, man.
Well, originally you'd think it would be quite simple, and it seems simple, but no, it's Sony. It's got to be what's it. So obviously we all know that the PS5 online store is probably the worst online store I've ever used for a console ever.
Ever. Don't let Stumpy hear you say this.
Yeah, no, it is absolutely disastrous. Like, someone got paid to do that. So if you're ever trying to get some inspiration in life and think you can do something, you'll be able to do something better than that. Like, a normal person would come up with an idea of a store that actually works better than that.
So how does the upgrade process work then on Ghost of Tsushima?
I had the original on my hard drive, the PS4 version that you can play in back compat, which is like 60 FPS with blah, 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 bits and bobs.
Yeah.
And you can buy an upgrade edition for the game if you already own it. So you search Ghost of Tsushima on the store, and it only brings up two options. One is buy the brand new version of the game.
Yeah.
For either PS4 or PS5, and the other one is an upgrade of your original version of the game.
Yeah.
To the new edition with obviously the extra Ricky Island content, etc.
Yep.
So that was like $15.99, and you're like, "Yep, that's fine. They're the only two options there. Go for it."
I thought it was a free upgrade. Well,
no, technically it's you're buying the upgraded stuff and the extra DLC.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
In theory, mainly, and obviously some other bits and bobs. So, yeah, that was pre-ordered, and then at midnight or whatever, it sort of ticks over, you know, the usual unlock sort of thing. So the next morning I sort of got up and I was like, right, I'll just check to see if that's all done. Yep, nice one, that's there. And then just as I went to play the game, it comes up in the corner like, do you want to buy the upgrade for the PS3 edition? The PS5 edition. I'm like, what?
I've already got it.
Well, I just did that, and it's like, no, you just bought the upgrade for the PS4 version.
Oh,
now you've got to buy an upgrade to get the actual PS5 version if you want the PS5 edition, which has like the haptic feedback stuff for the controller and the other bits and bobs. Fuck. So it's like, so I pulled my cheeks apart. I was like, fine, fuck it, go on, go in deep. Fucking another £9, fine.
Oh my god.
So hit the button, and then it starts downloading the PS5 version, which is another 60 plus gigabytes.
Lols.
Oh.
I'm like, and then it started downloading like some bonus content. So I was like, right, that's going to take 2 hours or so. I'll play something else at the time. So that was probably when I stuck the Siege of Paris stuff on. Come back, stuck it on. So now I had two versions of the game on my hard drive: the PS4 version, and the PS5 version.
Yep.
So I went in, starts it all up, and it's simple enough to transfer your save. There's an actual option that says transfer your PS4 save. So you click on that and it transfers your selected save into compatible for the PS5 version.
Yeah.
So I basically did that, went into the game, played it around for a little bit, got to a point, saved it, came out, and had to go in and delete, obviously, the old PS4 versions off the hard drive because it's like pointless having them on there, really.
Yeah.
Just taking up like almost double the space. But you populate. If you're a person who loves getting trophies for fucking nothing, you're going to love this if you get the PS5 upgrade because you just pop all the trophies that you've got previously in the other version. So you're kind of ruining your technical real trophy score by popping a load of duplicates. But
yeah.
Such is life. I still remember when trophy lists back in the day when they first came out, when they was an infantile form, you'd have PS3, PS4, and Vita all under the same trophy list.
Yeah, no, they're all
separate. You can't seem to manage that anymore.
Well, Xbox does the same with certain games as well, right? So
yeah, well, Xbox did that. I think back in the day, even early on, with the different regions of games, didn't they?
Yeah, they.
So you could pop all the trophies for the US version, then get the English version, pop them all on that one.
Yeah,
etc. etc.
Just talking about your upgrade woes, though, Darren. I had a similar experience with Final Fantasy VII Remake. So I installed it onto my PS5, and I was like, oh yeah, it'll just automatically do it. So I loaded up the game, and I was like, this is still the PS4 version. How the fuck do I get the PS5 version? I had to Google how to fucking upgrade it because I just couldn't see.
You have to go in through the store and do something, don't you?
So I had to look for Final Fantasy VII Remake on the PlayStation Store, and there's a little option right at the bottom of the fucking page to do the upgrade to the PS5 version, and it was exactly the same experience that you had, where it downloaded the PS5 version, but I also had the PS4 version on my hard drive as well, which is just fucking stupid. So I had to go into my...
Yeah, that's like an 80 gig plus game as well. Yeah. It's a biggie.
Yeah, so I had to go into... What I had was a little bit worse than you, because Sony's a bit shit with their game save uploads. My Final Fantasy VII Remake saves never uploaded to the cloud, so I didn't have any saves that I could transfer over. So I wanted to start it again anyway, but I've kind of been forced to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so, no, I think with a lot of these games where they want you to transfer the save files, especially when it comes to PlayStation, you've pretty much got to go into the old version of the game on its latest update and save it again in that game, so it's a fresh new save with that patch, because I think that was the issue with Final Fantasy.
Right.
You had to have done an update to get to a certain thing and then done it that way, so then the new version can read it or something. But yeah, it's because it's on different architecture. Like, they've always kind of had a slight barrier when it comes to the architecture of the PlayStation stuff. I mean, it apparently took devs a while to get used to some of the older systems to actually make games properly for them.
It's shit.
Oh, is that Stunty?
Oh, fucking hell. All right, birthday boy.
Hello, how you doing? You all right?
All right.
It's a big birthday for Stunty today. It's his 50th, everybody.
Yeah, I'm officially old now. Proper old.
You're just cresting.
I'm what?
You're just cresting the hill.
Oh, it's terrible, isn't it? I don't feel my age. Probably look it. But I can't believe I'm so old.
15, still playing video games and riding BMXs.
Still BMXing, still skateboarding.
BMXing, that would kill me, man. Like, I think my brains are like, these days. No.
My missus said to me today, she goes, "You're not 50, you're 15." But hey ho.
Nice to see you, Sonny. Nice to see you today.
That's what I thought. I just thought I'd pop in and say hello.
Hello.
How long have you been listening in? We've been slapping the PlayStation for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, but that's. I'll be honest. I agree with the PlayStation for what its stupid save system. I mean, Xbox just works. Sony has always been bad for their, they don't have a cloud system, do they, like Xbox? Whereas if you play a video game on the Xbox, it automatically goes to the cloud. Okay. Whereas on the PlayStation, it doesn't.
Yeah.
So, but the only thing is
to have PS Plus as well.
That's right. But there's two things to it which are great. One is that because on Sony it doesn't go to the cloud, you can play the game if it's offline. If you turn the console on and say Sony's down, PlayStation's down, you can still play the game because your save is actually on the console. But I've had a few times, I don't know about recently, but on the Xbox where you used to turn the Xbox on, because it had to grab the cloud save, you wouldn't have a game on there to play, as in it would play, but it wouldn't be where you were in the story. Yeah. I don't know what that's like on the Xbox X, because I haven't really got into anything story-wise recently on it. So, but Sony's always been a bit crap, to be honest. But there we go. It's just it's Japanese companies for you. Look at the Switch. That's a clusterfuck as well for doing saves on that, isn't it?
Fine, mate. You're just thick.
Oh, that's not nice, is it?
Yeah, my birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, mate.
That's all right. I'll let you off.
Anyway, where were you, Darren?
Yeah, no, I was still thingy. But I will say on Ghost of Tsushima, I did muck around a little bit with the adaptive feedback for the triggers and everything like that, and the game still looks fantastic and runs great and everything. So if you haven't played it before, it's a really, really good game for the PlayStation.
I'm going to say it's one of the best exclusive games that they've ever made. It is that good.
Yeah. Moving on. Today I decided to have a bash at Diablo 2 Resurrection or Resurrected.
Oh, the beta.
Yeah.
Oh, what was that?
Anyone else give this a go?
What's it on? No.
No.
I think it was on. I've tried it on the Xbox, but I think it's on most things.
I'll have a look.
Possibly not the Switch, but I'm sure the Switch should be able to run it. I'd imagine.
Oh, it's coming out for the Switch. I know that, but I haven't seen it. Okay, I'll check it out on the Xbox. I think. Any good?
It was fairly decent. There was obviously a new rendered cutscene and stuff for it, so they've gone back and redid a lot of the cutscenes and brought them up to sort of like Diablo 4 standard, or was it Diablo 3? What was the last one we had? 4.
Diablo 3.
Four's one coming out
soon. Yeah.
Well, we'll see if that's been delayed with the recent stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, Resurrected seemed pretty cool. It felt very archaic in the way it played and displayed stuff and everything, but at the same time with a new lick of paint. So it's almost like one of those games where I imagine the movement and things like that and the way you do the gameplay is very similar to how it was, but it's like you're looking at it through the tinted glasses. You thought that's what it looked like back in the day.
I mean, it's old, man. It came out in 2000 originally.
Yeah,
so
it really is old. Wow.
Yeah, 21 years old. Fucking hell.
But it doesn't seem as manic or as like smooth, if that makes any sense, as Diablo 3. I did find Diablo 3 one of the most sort of like smooth feeling playing sort of like games of that type.
Yeah.
As it were. But I put about an hour or so into it today and sort of thought to myself, well, I better stop. Because it's one of them type of games, isn't it? You're constantly out looking for new bits of gear and other bits, and you're selling stuff off to buy the new thing that's got slightly better stats. And I just thought, right, I don't want to get too carried away. This is, if you're into your Diablo, then you'll probably really like it. If you like Diablo 2, you'll probably be picking this up. But I take it is just an online beta that's running for a certain amount of time, is it? And then they're just going to pull it down?
I would say so.
Because I did have to link my battle.net as well, which was fun. Because I apparently hadn't linked my battle.net to my Xbox Live, which kind of doesn't make sense, because when I played Overwatch back in the day, I would have done it then, I'm pretty sure. Because it had my PlayStation account still linked from when I played Diablo 3.
What platform did you play this on, Darren?
Xbox.
Oh, okay. Cool. Cool. Yeah, I'm just seeing the betas on PC as well. I'm interested to see how much the actual full game is on the PC.
£70.
It's 30. It's
35 £35.
Yeah.
That's reasonable. That's reasonable for a sort of like remaster of an old classic game, and it's still less than a new game.
Yeah, I saw it on the PlayStation earlier because I was having a hunt through the store, and it was 35 for both. I think each. You know, it's a shame they don't do a bundle really for 1 and 2.
Yeah, not for me, mate. I've already played it to death in 2000, so I won't be playing it again.
What did you play it in 2000 on?
PC.
Oh, you played it on PC, did you? Oh.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people loved Diablo 2 back in the day. It's quite a fan favourite. That's why I think a lot of people are kind of looking forward to this.
Yeah, I remember playing it online back in 2000 as well. I think I must have been on dial-up then.
Yeah, the beta did have all the online and all that sort of stuff as well. You could go into the...
Was it ever on consoles? Because I know there's a Diablo on a PlayStation.
It wasn't.
What's that?
There was a kind of Diablo-ish game, but I don't think it was Diablo, wasn't there? Or was it a spin-off Diablo?
Yeah, I know there is a PS1 Diablo, but I don't know what it is. I've heard of it.
Yeah, obviously the other usual stuff, Black Desert, Final Fantasy, Fortnite Save the World stuff.
Cool.
And the other thing will be a game that would cross over into your games, really, Webby.
Well, I was going to see what Stunty wanted to
contribute.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do it. I haven't got that much.
Well, I was saying like the game I was going to talk about was going to cut over into yours because I know you played it as well.
Yeah, well, I'll go next, and then Stunty can prepare himself. Then that's cool. Yeah, so I played a demo this week for a new JRPG that's coming out next month, Tales of Arise.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, so good! I am a huge fan of the Tales franchise. My entry into the Tales games was Tales of Vesperia. In my opinion, one of the best RPGs on the Xbox 360. I've also played last year Tales of Berseria on the PC. It's also available on consoles as well. This game's kind of been off my radar. The demo come out and I thought, I'll check the demo out.
It's not long until it's actually out.
I know. And my plans for this game were kind of dashed because the demo, they didn't release a demo on the PC. They only released a demo on the console. So apparently it runs better on the Xbox Series X and the PS5. So I downloaded it on my Xbox, which obviously sits downstairs in the living room. So I got to the evening and I said to Mrs. Look, I want to play this demo. I want to see if I want to buy this game on the PC. She was like, yeah, cool. So she was sitting next to me. And the demo isn't that long, about 20 minutes, half an hour or whatever. But it gives you a good option of the characters you choose. And you get to play, well, first I just want to say, graphically, it looks very, very nice. It's that Tales art, like that kind of anime cartoony art style, which I really, really like. It just chucks you straight into an area, and it's just so gorgeous. You stand and you look at the distance, and just the art. I mean, that's what really gets me about these games. It just looks just stunning.
And then the music hit.
Yeah. Oh man, so fucking good. But the thing that really sells this game and makes it complete, these games anyway, and I feel it's going to be the same as this, is the story. It is going to be awesome anyway, but it's the combat that really sets these games apart from other JRPGs because it's very the combat is action heavy, but you get your characters all have like these arts which are assigned to the different buttons on the controller, so you have to wait until they kind of power up and then you can do them, and then each character has even more special moves, and you can control when all the other characters do their special moves as well. And you've also got support characters as well, which are standing outside the battle zone, and they can come in and do like healing or move or attacks as well, which is cool. But you can also switch between the characters. So if you don't like how a certain character fights, if you don't like controlling them, you can just switch to a different one and control them instead. So there's different character classes. Like there's a girl with a gun, which she's really cool. Like, so there's two main characters: the girl with the gun or the dude with the cool swords. But there's other kind of sub characters which you can also control as well. I did get a little bit of a Final Fantasy 15 vibe on this as well. So in the world areas you can camp, set up camp, and in that camp you can cook food, which give you different buffs, and then you can also sleep, and that obviously revitalizes your health and your MP. I really loved it. But going back to my original story of my missus sitting and watching me play, so I was like, she was watching me play and she was like, oh, this looks really good, I want to play this. And I said, well, you're shit out, like I'm buying it on the PC. And she was like, no, you've got to get this on the Xbox. So I've pre-ordered it on the Xbox now. A physical copy as well. A physical game, I know. Just the bog standard disc version. It was like 42 quid off base.com.
So it wasn't usually really good.
Yeah, so it's only a few quid. It's about $5 more than the PC version. But Darren has gone all out and bought the Ultimate Collector's Edition with the cool statue, which I was slightly tempted by, but yeah, it's a bit out of my price range, mate.
Come with a steelbook.
No, but usually if those games do, it's like an extra.
Yeah,
they bundle him as an extra rather than actually just bundling the game in that full stop.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. That's just, I got that with Zelda when I bought Skyward Sword. I got Skyward Swords in a proper case, and I got another metal case with it.
Yeah,
that was a pre-order bonus from different companies do that kind of thing.
But what am I supposed to do? I've only got one cartridge. I
can't boot, mate.
Why not? On eBay.
Yeah. Can't boot until it's the real game, and then just charge £1 for it and walk away. Done.
But yeah, I found in the demo when I was playing it, the thing that sort of caught me off guard, because I didn't play Berseria.
Yeah.
I only played the one before, which was obviously sort of like early, sort of, I think, last gen.
Yeah.
Or somewhere around then. And obviously this one, the combat felt so much smoother, and at times there's so much stuff going on, and you can call people in for multiple moves, and it even has the sort of bit where you dodge at the last minute, and it sort of slow-mos for a second, knowing that you've done like a perfect dodge, and you can get some special attacks in there. Obviously, you've got the arts that you can knock people up into the sky, and then you've got a selection of arts of what you do once they're airborne as well.
Yeah.
And like you say, calling people in and out, like some of them fights against like the big monsters can go on quite nicely.
Yeah. The only thing I will say is there's a little bit in the demo, there was a little bit of a spike in difficulty. So you go through and you can fight your normal enemies in the areas, and they weren't too much of a challenge. But at the end of the demo, there's a boss battle, and the difficulty really ramps up for that battle. So you need to spend a little bit of time, like in most RPGs, right? Just kind of grinding a little bit just to level up your characters a little bit. I found that last boss a big challenge, to be honest, but it was a lot of fun at the same time. Yeah.
I mean, I only went through it once. I know that if you go through it with certain sets of characters, you get a different sizzle reel at the end when you complete the demo.
Yeah.
Based on the character you chose.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's not a big deal, is it? You know, I mean, you can just look at that on YouTube. You know what I mean? So...
Yeah, you could do, yeah. You suppose, I think you get something silly as well if you, like when you get the main game.
Oh, okay.
Like you played the demo, have 10 herbal essences or something silly.
Yeah.
Or a golden baseball hat.
Yeah, or a silly hat, yeah.
Yeah. So, Tales of Rise, I've pre-ordered it. Going to get it day one. I'm really looking forward to this. It's going to be a big highlight for me in September. So that's all good. All good in the hood. Okay, so getting into my other games played. I'm playing a fuck ton of Final Fantasy 14 still. I've only got one more item of ultimate of the best gear to get, and then I'm going to be working on getting that weapon. So that's awesome. Been helping out Wes do some dungeons and D-Twins.
Trial as well, wasn't it?
Yeah. So so again, it's nice helping out people in the community on that game. So yeah, I'm really enjoying the community spirit in 14 at the moment. It makes it all worthwhile. My kind of main game though that I've been playing is Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Next.
No, I'm not going next. I'm absolutely loving playing through this again because it's been over a year, as I mentioned last week. It's kind of I've forgotten a lot of it. So again, I'm really taking my time with it, just enjoying the story. But I'm a bit of a completionist with these sort of games. I'm doing every single fucking side mission as well. But it's a lot more structured than other kind of games of that ilk. So it's not that difficult to find them and do them and that. I'm really, really loving playing Final Fantasy VII Remake at the moment. The combat, again, they did such a good job with the combat because it's very action heavy, unlike the turn-based systems of the original game. but they make it a good meld of action and the turn-based options as well, which is really, really good. And I'm loving the just the art style of the characters and the voice acting, and just enjoying that story again. And I'm looking forward to playing this to completion for the second time, and then enjoying the DLC. So yes, all good in the hood on that game. If you have a PS5 and you haven't played this yet, what are you doing with your life? Fucking play it. Okay, next, I'm just going to briefly say I've been playing a lot of Sea of Thieves, as usual, every single week in the evening with Frosty, Ruski, and my missus. Still enjoying that. That's kind of almost a nightly occurrence, Sea of Thieves, so that's fun. Okay, right. I need to convince you guys to
good luck.
To play Splitgate with me.
Oh, you told us about this last week, but we all ignored you.
Yeah, well, you need to stop ignoring me. I actually played a little bit more of it this week, a good couple of hours, because it's on consoles as well, and it is cross-play. Oh, so much fun! It's like when I play it, it just reminds me of the good times I used to have on Halo. But
I'm
because
out.
Oh yeah, I'm out.
Oh, fucking losers! But because it is that arena shooter kind of old school, but it has that added feature of your portal gun, and you can portal yourself around, and you can use it for team tactics and stuff. Which just adds an extra dimension to the game, and I have noticed quite a few people on the Discord are also playing this game on their Xboxes and PCs. So I think this game would actually make a really good game of night, just for a laugh, if we have like our own.
What's it on?
Game running. It's on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC.
Yeah, but do you have to pay for it?
No, it's free. It's free to play.
What Chivo's like?
I have no fucking clue. I'm playing on PC.
I've had a quick look at it. It looks a bit complicated. It looks like I'm going to fall off the map a lot.
Yeah. It
looks a bit like I'm going to get really confused in this game.
Oh my god, you old people fucking can't game, can you? No, it is a lot of fun, and I really wish people would give more games like this a chance, because it just puts a smile on your face. It's just a lot of fun, really. At the end of the day, it's a different type of shooter than playing your old fucking Call of Duty for years on end. Give something different a chance, guys. Come on.
I'm up for trying it. To be fair, I'll give it a go.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll give it a go.
Excellent.
10 minutes.
Excellent. I think you'll love it. Cool. All right. Okay. So. Oh no, I'm not going to talk about. Oh, I don't know. I've got that game on now. I didn't play that this week, so I'll delete that. Okay. So I completed a game today called 12 Minutes.
I've heard of this game.
How long did it take you?
12 minutes. No, it didn't really.
It only came out last week, didn't it?
Yeah, but it's not that long, really. I haven't got all the Chivos. Well, I haven't got all of the Chivos because I can't be fucked to Chivo.
Because the YouTube video hasn't come out yet.
Well, though they have actually. I just can't. I don't Chivo whore anymore. I've gone past that.
You don't choose those anymore. It was only last month you were Chivo whoring.
Right? Yeah. Well, changed man. Right. But anyway, you guys need to check this game out. You guys really need
like a game of a webcam in someone's house.
Yeah, it's a bit seedy.
I know it does a bit, doesn't it?
So
it's PC only, Webby?
No, it's on Xbox. It's Xbox exclusive to Game Pass. Yeah, so you need to check this out. It's been getting rave reviews everywhere, so you really need to check out the reviews for this game. No, it's got a lot of actors. Willem Dafoe is one of the main actors in this game.
Willem Dafoe?
Yes, and various other people. So it's all set. The whole game is set in an apartment, right? And there's this couple. I'm not going to give away the story because that will just ruin the game for everybody.
Just like real life, eh?
But it
sounds like a job.
So basically, you're a bloke who's trapped in a 12-minute time loop. How did I guess that? So basically, it's a little bit like a point-and-click adventure. There's various items around that are kind of hidden around the different rooms in the apartment, and you find more things out about the story each time you go through a loop, if that makes sense. Like talking to your wife or finding things, or
so it's like a roguelike game then, yeah.
Kind of, but better. I mean, it's a bit like Groundhog Day,
but not as funny.
But he finds out more information, then you use that information to do more things on the next kind of loop. And so basically the gist of the story is it's a little bit of there's a mystery involved. There's the couple, a policeman knocks on the door and stuff happens, and then you just got to figure things out from there. I'm not going to give anything.
Is it
more.
Just in this room only?
So you've got this room, and then you've got a cupboard, a bedroom, and a bathroom.
Fucking hell, they really went out on the graphics then.
No, but in all seriousness, it's really well done. I'm
intrigued, actually.
Yeah, I am really impressed because it's one of those games. I was playing it today, and I was just like, it really gets your mind thinking about like, what the fuck's going on. What do I need to do to change things up? Because there's subtle things that you can do to really change the outcomes, and there's multiple endings to the game as well. Yeah, and it's got a really good story. Obviously, it's got all Hollywood actors as the voice actors, and that, so all the voice acting is very well done. Yeah, that's all I can't really say anymore because I don't want to spoil it for people, because it is a story-driven experience that you really need to experience yourself. But it's really good. It is a highlight for Game Pass. It really, really is. It is that good. I've seen loads of people are talking about it on Twitter and our Discord community. And obviously the reviews have been glowing for it as well. So, yeah, check it out, people. It's really good. It's really, really good. And on that note, I'm going to end that gameplay loop because I don't want to spoil it for people.
What was it actually called again, Webby?
12 minutes.
I'm going to download that.
Download it. It is really, really good. I've played 2 more games this week, only very briefly, but I'm going to mention... Quake has had a remaster.
Any good?
It's Quake. I love Quake. I used to play it back in the day. I can't really say that it's super remastered or anything, because it's like it looks, in my mind, how it did back in the day. Right. So I don't really know how much they haven't really done a lot with it.
They probably put the frame rate up a bit, I reckon. Surely.
I was actually surprised that this is actually on the PlayStation as well, actually.
It's on the Switch as well.
Seeing as it's an Xbox company now. So
yeah, true.
Yeah.
Well, it might have been in the pipeline beforehand.
Yeah, it could have been. Yeah, it could have been before Xbox bought them, so who knows.
So the interesting thing about this is they have apparently remastered it, but it looks very similar to what it did look like. I haven't actually watched a comparison video, but I'm like, right, okay, it looks decent-ish, like for an old 90s game, I suppose, and it runs really, really nice. But I'm not sure about the Game Pass on the consoles, but on PC Game Pass, they've added Quake 1, 2, and 3, all at the same time, but only Quake 1 says it's been remastered. I've only played the first couple of levels on the single player, and I was actually really enjoying it. I really want to get onto the multiplayer, because I used to play this quite a lot on the multiplayer back in the late 90s on my old PC. So, yeah, I just wanted to mention it. It just it looks... I don't think they can really call it remaster, because it's, I would expect it, if it was a remaster in a new fucking engine or something, it just looks like the same old engine. It's just been up-resed slightly. And the last game I've been playing is, I'm not sure if it's on anything else but PC, Road 96, it's called. Now, yeah, so it's. I mean, this is a game that Dan would love because it's very lefty centric. To be honest,
I beg your pardon.
No,
what do you mean? What are you trying to get at?
No, no.
Go on.
So basically, the story is you're a teenager.
Yeah,
and you're living in this country that's under an oppressive regime. So you're basically trying to get
surely
to.
You can identify to that, surely.
So you're trying to get to the border, to cross the border at the end of it.
Right.
So I've not got to the end yet, but you meet. So you're hitchhiking your way across Route 96, and it's all about the story of the colourful characters you meet along the way. And it's it's kind of a procedural generated type game, so it's all random. Every road trip is random. So I've only done about half a road trip, but my first half of the road trip, I was driving my car, and then there was these two masked dudes who had just robbed a laundrette, and then they hijacked my car and made me drive quite far, but it came very odd because they did like this weird quiz, and all that, and then they stole my car, and then that's when I started to hitchhike the rest of the way. But there was another scene where so it's all set like in the mid-90s, and you meet this woman and she wants you to be a camera operator for her news segment, and it's at this kind of like when like in America the presidents do their little speeches in front of certain areas or whatever. So there was one of those, and she was like, right, this guy is he loves oil and all that. I want you to make the crowd cheer for him and boo for the guy who's really trying to push for renewable energy and to change the country and all that. So it's all about the choices you make, like if you're going to actually do what she says or be a rebel and go against what she says. And so there's a lot of that kind of political stuff shoved into the game as well. Which makes it quite interesting, which is why I thought Dan would quite enjoy this.
In all fairness, I've stopped following you, but talking about a minute ago.
Oh, okay. But so that's actually about as far as I got on it. I mean, I just downloaded it because I thought it sounded like quite an interesting game. It's £16 on Steam. Again, I don't know. I think it's only on Steam. But I mean, graphically, it's quite nice. It's kind of that. What's the art style of that Square Enix game? Oh fuck me!
Oh, tell me why.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, kind of like that sort of graphics. Yeah.
I think it's cool, man.
But it's very pretty, to be honest, and it's just quite interesting. I'm gonna go back into it. Apparently, the game was inspired by Quentin Tarantino, so this is what I was quite intrigued by, because there's some crazy shit that happens along the way. Because I did have another part of the story where I met this kid, and who picked me up as a hitchhiker. And he was only 14 or 15, but he was like a computer hacking wizard. And he was trying to hack into the CIA and that from his fucking car with old school antennas and stuff like that. And it's just the way the story progressed. And then his mum called him to check he was okay. And there was just quite a lot of comedy within the game as well. So yeah, it was from the hour or so I played of it. I found it very enjoyable. I'm just waiting I just need to get back to it to get to the end of this first road trip. I just got a little bit distracted today by this 12 minutes game, because that game really sucked me in. It was, I really enjoyed that. But yeah, that's what I've been playing, guys. It's been an interesting week of games, really.
Mm-hmm.
So Yeah. Oh, and also, I just want to forget. I forgot to mention. I've been playing Super Mario Bros. U, whatever the fuck it's called, with my boy. He's been playing as Nabbit. He's been really enjoying that, and that 51 party games. We play that loads too. So the Switch has been used.
That's all right.
Cool. Stunny.
I'll try and get through these quick because I know it's getting late for you guys. I went back through a couple of games this week because I've been off work because my ankle's still not fixed. I finished World War Z, which was on PlayStation Plus, I think it was. I did have it on disc, but I know it came out on PS Plus ages ago. Went through that, finished that. I ended up having to do the last mission on my own because I couldn't find anyone else to play it with. It isn't that bad, actually. The AI aren't that bad in the game compared to some sort of Left 4 Dead style games. The only thing is I noticed they don't actually heal themselves, so they sort of seem to be running around with no health. So I have to sort of go around and keep heal packs on them. But overall, yeah, quite enjoyed it. The game. I was a bit peed off. I didn't get a Chivo for. It's not Chivo, a trophy for one of the missions, but I don't know what happened there. There's a new one as well coming out. I saw.
Is there?
I think I've heard that there is another one coming out because they did the Marseille DLC, didn't they?
Yeah, I saw that. It was
which has been on sale. Yeah. Which added like another 4 extra characters and stuff. I mean, I did always like that thing of like not only adding extra levels and maps, but actually like a new group of characters.
But yeah, it's all right. It's not bad. I mean, after playing Back 4 Blood last week and then going back to World War Z, yeah, it's all right. It's not bad actually. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So it's one to pick up if you quite fancy, playing a zombie game until Back 4 Blood comes out.
I really liked this game when it came out. Me and Collie completed it.
So
when
I finished it with you as well, Pete.
Yeah, I was going to say, I played some with you as well, yeah. I really liked it. And you couldn't play with anyone because there was no one online on the PlayStation playing it, or?
On that mission. No, I did do some of the other missions. I mean, no one else I know on the PlayStation bought it, to be honest. Or was playing it when I was playing it ages ago. And then, as I say, I went back to it the other day, and I did do some of the missions. It was fine. But the problem was I started the mission because when you go into a certain map world, you get 3 sort of checkpoints, don't you? It's like 3 sections.
Yeah.
Well, what happened was the other night I went through 2 of them and I couldn't do the third one because something come up. But so today I went on just to finish the last 3rd mission. But as I say, it's probably because I've just gone to the 3rd mission and I couldn't find anyone to play it with. So, but to be honest, it wasn't that difficult. I think it's more difficult when you've got more humans playing with you, so than it is playing with AI. Because I noticed that it didn't seem as intense as it normally does. So, but no, it's good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I liked it. I haven't done any DLC on it. I did buy it, so I could re-download it and get the DLC for it. But
I've got the DLC, but not played it.
I know you guys talked about the Back 4 Blood beta last week, but I only played a little bit of it. But I know people said it's like Left 4 Dead. I actually thought it looked a bit more like this than Left 4 Dead. And that's what it reminded me of. World War Z rather than Left 4 Dead. A bit of a combination of the two.
Yeah, well, World War Z stole a lot of ideas from Left 4 Dead.
Well, yeah, it did,
I would say.
Yeah.
It must have done well if they're making another one.
Yeah.
It's out on the 21st of September, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I knew it was soon.
Yeah.
What, the new
World War Z? I just checked on Steam. Yeah.
Interesting. I had no idea.
That's going to be a similar time to Back 4 Blood, then, isn't it?
No, that's October.
October, September. Well, yeah, not. Oh, right. 2 zombie games. You wait for ages, and then like buses, isn't they?
Yeah.
I don't know who makes this game now. I'm not sure who makes
Saber Interactive.
Who the hell are they?
Some tiny.
Saber Interactive.
Tiny they're the developer and the publisher, so okay. I don't know what other games that they've made in the past.
I do remember when I bought it because I did buy it when it came out, and I don't remember it being a full price title.
No, I don't think it was full.
No,
it was about a 35, 39, 40 or something.
No, I think it was about 20. I think I paid about 28. I think. I don't remember paying any more than 30 for it. I know that.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know what the new one is. I'll have to have a look at it at some point. But then, as I say, if I've got Back 4 Blood coming out as well soon, you don't want to rinse yourself completely on zombies. You'd be just zombied out.
So. This Saber Interactive have done quite a lot of games, man. They did The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition, Evil Dead the game, Crysis 2 and 3 remastered, Kingdom Come Deliverance for the Switch, SnowRunner, WWE Battlegrounds, MudRunner, SnowRunner, Halo 2 Anniversary Edition, and I could go on and on, man. They've done loads of stuff.
They're quite got quite a following, the old SnowRunner and MudRunner, haven't they, these days?
Yeah, fucking boring.
I do struggle, but to the right person, it's like anything in it, a simulator, they enjoy it. So.
Yeah.
Right, I'll move on. Still playing Zelda, Skyward Sword. I got stuck. I'm stuck on a bit at the moment. Some fucking stupid snake. Because I've done the volcano section. I'm out of that. And I'm on to another bit now, which is past that, where you have to get these. You have to get 5 bits of a jigsaw to open a door. And I've got through that, and I can't do this next bit. I just keep trying. I keep dying because it's really hard to do it because you have to use swiping on the controller. So I might have to try and see if I can do it with a move, take the controllers off and try and do it that way, because you have to hit this snake on the right-hand side, which I keep doing, but he keeps blocking me. So, and when he hits me, he takes quite a lot of hearts off me. So, which is annoying because I can't go anywhere else. I can't do anything else. I've got to do this bit to move on. So if I can't get past this bit, that's it. I can't finish the game.
It's annoying.
Yeah, I'm about 11 hours, I think, 11, 12 hours. And I've been told it's about 40 hours, this game.
It's mental.
So that's annoying, but I'm going to try and go back to that this week. I did go back to a game, actually, that I was always a little bit dubious about, that I enjoyed, but it's a bit clunky, and that was Terminator Resistance.
I thought you loved that.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I did enjoy it, but it was a bit clunky, and it was a bit sort of... It's not the most polished of games, and also if you die in a game or anything, the loading is diabolical. It's really slow. So I went back to it this week, and I actually did quite a bit more of the game, and it actually opens. It starts quite linear, then it actually opens to an open world game, and then it goes to linear, and then it goes to a big open world game again. And you got to figure out where you're going, because you get a map, but you don't see anything on the map until you've actually gone through sections, and then it starts to open it all up. It's a really good game, actually. I'm really enjoying it. Peebs, you'll be all over it on the Xbox because the Chivos, it's really good for Chivos.
It's funny, actually, because I was in CEX the other day when I was in game. I went to game as well, and I picked it up, and I thought of you because I remember you mentioning this a while back, and I actually nearly bought it, and I put it back down again. I can't remember how much it was now. I think it was £18, £20.
Yeah, it's stuck around the £20. I don't think that's going to drop in price. I mean, unless it goes on Game Pass. But
I'm tempted to pick it up. I might actually order it because I've got a £26 voucher for CEX.
So are you playing the PS5 version or the...
No, there is a free upgrade. No, the only reason I've stuck with the PS4 version is because you know what the clusterfuck of upgrading to the PS5 is like. I don't really want to go down.
They're all right. Like, I found the Final Fantasy one reasonably okay, but...
Yeah, the big issue I have is I'm worried that it's going to upgrade to the PS5 version, and then I've got to start the whole fucking game again. Because I had that with Wreckfest. I did the upgrade to the PS5 version, then I had to start it all again because it wouldn't carry the game save over. And then a month later, they came out and the developers came out and said, "Oh yeah, we've now done the patch for you." Oh great! I've played now another 40 hours of it to try and get back to where I was. So I've just left it on the PS4 version, which it's all right. It's clunky. I mean, it's the game. The shooting mechanic is great. Do you know what? It's quite hard, this game. I had to drop it down to easy, and I'm still dying. Yeah, but I'm still dying really easy. You come up against one of these Terminators, you are fucked. Literally.
Oh, it's a Terminator, mate.
Yeah, I
would expect.
Yeah, but then you've also got the flying things as well, and some of the flying things are fine. You can just shoot them and they just die quite easy. But then you got some other ones, and it's quite. I don't know if you remember. Do you remember in Terminator? I think it was 2, or was it? Well, it was probably one actually, where it went into the future and shows you all the machines walking around and the big flying, ships going across and the rest of it.
The hunter killers, weren't they?
That's right, yeah. And it is like that. You see them all coming across. There's quite a good story that's going on. But it's, and the other thing as well is that, see, when you go into the world and you're going across and you're doing a mission, you can do a couple of missions. And if you haven't got to a save point, you're going to do it all over again if you die. So you've got to be really careful, because if you start doing side missions, which I started doing, and then I died, lost all my side missions. You've got to do them all over again.
I'm joking.
Yeah. So you've got to be careful. You've got to be, and there's a lot of sneaking in the game as well, because I've noticed that, because you pick up on the radar straight away. The Terminators walk about. And what happens is if you're not on crouch, you also get beep, 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 and as soon as they've got you, as in it's gone red,
terminated.
Well, they're then after you, and I had one bit where they knew where I was, and next thing you know, I had 4 Terminators come in this room, and I just couldn't get away from them all, so I just died, So, but no, it's good. I'm enjoying it. I'm going to try and carry on with it this week. Hopefully finish it, but I don't know how long it is. I'm not even sure how many hours I've done on the game. So the other thing as well, just a quick thing on it, is in the game itself, when you start the game, you just start with not very good guns. As you get further into the game, you do get better stuff, and then you get upgrades and stuff. And then the game actually does, for certain Terminators, it does get easier to kill them. But the big ones, I don't know how you're going to kill them yet. I haven't worked that one out. So, but yeah, I'm going to stick with that. Try and finish that. Did you speak about Need for Speed?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I enjoyed that. That was good. Apart from Peebs.
That was a good game or not? Yeah.
Peebs and his bloody spikes. So I did actually play a bit of it yesterday. Did a bit more of the campaign. There's quite. Do you know what? There's about 50 cars you can open on.
There's a lot.
It's quite a big game,
Yeah. So I'm going to try and do a bit more of that this week and try and get some of these cars open up.
Cool.
So, right, that's it, done.
Right, on to the news then. Let's get into it. First little bit of news I'm a little bit disappointed about, everybody. Halo Infinite. Launching November time. 343, it's doing as usual. Halo Infinite will now launch with no campaign co-op or Forge. Don't give a fuck about Forge, but campaign co-op, what the fuck are they playing at?
What have they been doing all this time?
Well, this is the thing, right? And I am worried because, well, I've got a few opinions on this. One, Halo games are made to be played co-op for the campaign. If you can't fucking play at launch co-op, what they should just not fucking release it. What the fuck are they doing? And the other thing that I'm concerned about with 343 is it took them over 3 fucking years to fix Halo Master Chief Collection's multiplayer. How long is it going to take them to put the fucking co-op into the campaign?
I think they've said 3 months.
They've said 3 months. I don't fucking trust them. I'm really, really concerned that this Halo game is going to be a bunch of dog shit.
I'm actually quite surprised they didn't just say, look, the multiplayer free-to-play aspect of Infinite is going to release whenever, and then just delay the actual Infinite main game.
Yeah. Have they got? I mean, has Xbox got an exclusive coming out this year? I'm not talking.
Forza Horizon 5.
Oh, right, yeah.
So they're going to do pretty well for them. Right.
So they have got one game. Then is that it?
Yeah.
That's why they need Halo to come out then, don't they? Because for Christmas sales on Xbox, and you need a game. You can't rely on Game Pass with just getting a third-party game in. Doesn't always work.
Well, we don't even know if PlayStation's even going to have an exclusive launching at the end of the year for their system that's like from one of their own studios.
Well, they got Deathloop, haven't they? So that's coming out.
Yeah, that's from Bethesda.
Yeah, I know, but it's still an exclusive, isn't it? So it's still classed as an exclusive, isn't it, for now? Whereas Xbox haven't got anything, only what they got Back 4 Blood, which is probably why they went for it, because they knew they didn't have much. So, because they need to bump up Game Pass. You think September, October, October, November is when you need something exclusive to try and get people to buy your console. And that's why you need Halo.
Well, people can't even fucking find the consoles in the first place. You know what I mean?
So... Yeah, I know, but you're still gonna get consoles.
But you're gonna have a load of people that are gonna hammer the multiplayer anyway. So this will get way more people into the multiplayer. If they did.
My only concern again with Halo is they're going. I mean, they did it with Halo 5, right? They're going more into that kind of free to play business model for the multiplayer. So my concern is they're going to have this free-to-play multiplayer for the new Halo. They're going to be charging money for fucking season passes and skins. It's going to be like fucking Halo Fortnite, you know what I mean? I just don't think it's going to be. I mean, I'd love to be proved wrong, but I think it's going to turn out to be a big load of turd, to be honest, and it disappoints me.
Does Halo still sell Xbox though?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think it does now. I think people have moved on from Halo to certainly. I mean, all right, you're always going to have the faithful, which you just will. But is Halo the console seller anymore? I don't think it is anymore.
I doubt it.
Well, you are going to get people who like Halo that will buy the new system to play it. So every exclusive, in a sense, to someone is going to be a console seller.
But it's not its biggest console seller anymore, though, is it? I don't think. I don't know. It might be. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, for me, Xbox is Halo.
Yeah.
In my eyes. But then I've been there for a long time. The younger generation, I don't know.
All the kids play is Fortnite and Minecraft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Warzone.
I forgot to mention. I played that this week. I forgot to mention that just quickly. I played Warzone with Peebs this week. Fucking hell, I haven't played it for ages, and I was absolutely dog shit. Peebs?
Yeah.
So I need to get my eye in on that. There we go.
Right. So, news about Skyrim. They are on the 11th of November. They're bringing out Skyrim 10-year anniversary edition.
Jesus Christ!
Which will be a free upgrade to everybody on all systems.
And it's going to be 360. What about 360?
Yeah, well, fuck them losers. It's going to have even more enhanced graphics. So, I mean, I've already got fucking Skyrim on my PC anyway. I've got two versions of Skyrim already, the special edition and the normal edition. So it's now going to be the enhanced edition. So it's going to add enhanced graphics, loads of like mod content, and fishing. Woohoo!
Great.
Exciting times.
Is this an upgrade on the Switch version as well?
Oh.
Yeah. Fuck knows, mate. Really don't. I don't know. I don't really care.
I've got the Switch version actually.
I do as well. I don't know why the fuck I bought it on the Switch.
Holds its price.
Because you was spending a lot of time in and out of the hospital.
Yeah.
I remember when you picked it up at the time.
We'll all buy it again because we're all suckers.
Yeah. I mean, 100% we will.
I think the only version I haven't got is the VR version.
Yeah. The VR version is horrible and makes you feel sick. By the way. Don't do it. I wasted a tenner on that. Yeah. Okay. Next piece of news, which will probably upset some people, and some people probably just won't give a fuck. Rainbow Six Siege is adding new operators, and they've made a really big deal of telling the whole world that the new operator is going to be a trans.
Oh, there's a shock.
Aren't people excited?
Push the emergency button.
So
we've got a lawsuit coming up, an investigation.
Yeah. So Ubisoft are trying to go woke and go broke by adding a trans operator to Rainbow Six Siege, which is dying. So good luck with that, everyone.
They'll turn it around then, won't it?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's going to bring in loads more players. Okay. A new 12-minute trailer came out for a game called Black Myth Wukong. This is made by a Chinese developer. The Chinese are they're really getting into developing and publishing video games in the last few years.
It's because obviously they're like gaming in China was highly regulated up until about a year or two back.
Yeah.
You're only allowed to game at certain times of the day, and sort of obviously you were limited in what you could bring out game wise and the subject matter of the games and stuff. And this is them obviously starting to now reach out to sort of like a more global audience.
I thought you realised there's big bucks involved.
Well, I mean, you look at Genshin Impact, which is another Chinese-made game. That's made billions of dollars.
And also, it's really well made.
Yeah,
really well made. My daughter's rinsed that game. She's really high level in it, and I go in and watch it, and it is really graphics unbelievable.
Yeah.
And the other thing is they keep adding content all the time for free as well.
That's because they've got all their workers.
Stuff,
yeah, it's because they've got all their workers in slave camps just working on the games. Well, you know, it's not beat around the bush. That's just kind of the labour market in China, right? But this Black Myth Wukong game, it looks so impressive. Graphically, it looks stunning, and it's just like a martial arts type game. You're like this like monkey bloke. But the thing that's really intrigued me, apart from the graphics and the really smooth looking gameplay, it's just the setting, because it kind of reminds me of kind of like a Lord of the Ringsy type. I'm just trying to think of what other films it kind of reminds me, because it's like all like hyper fantasy, like all the characters, like
it's
all the enemies.
Journey to the West. It's
Monkey Magic
King. Yeah, the Monkey King.
Oh, okay.
It's like one of the oldest myths in Asian mythology.
I don't know about this.
Which is kind of Enslaved is loosely based upon it.
Oh,
the game that Jeff Fury did.
Yeah.
And obviously way back, like Dan said, Monkey Magic.
Yeah.
And even things like Dragon Ball were sort of like Goku is kind of modelled on the Monkey King.
Right.
Travels around on a flying Nimbus cloud.
Right. Yeah, fucking epic. Great big golden egg built on golden top, what you call mountaintop, whatever, I don't know. I just remember the song.
Okay, so yeah,
Monkey Magic.
So there's a lot of fantastical creatures in this. So, like in the trailer, you see like the traditional kind of Chinese dragon flying around, and then there's actually a fight with him. And there's some really fucking freaky looking, fucked up characters, look a little bit like Gollum and that. Yeah, it just looks like a really good, deep fantasy experience. But like watching the gameplay, because most of this trailer is just pure gameplay. It's just very fast and fluid martial arts combat. You've got this stick, and it looks very story driven as well. So yeah, man, I'm really excited for this game. It looks so fucking good.
It's apparently not due out until late next year or 2023. It's been in development for a while, and the gameplay footage that they showed off like a year ago,
yeah, I remember seeing
was on Unreal Engine 4, and now they've transferred the game into Unreal Engine 5.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So this is kind of one of the first games that's obviously showing off Unreal Engine 5 and sort of what it can do. But yeah, there's a lot of people that are quite hyped for it. Originally, it looked kind of like an action sort of game, akin to sort of like action hack and slash kind of stuff. But the more I see of it now, it leans more towards a Souls game. Like a lot of the stuff they were showing off, obviously, in this trailer is like the multitude of different mad, crazy boss characters you're going to be fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did look very Soulsy to me, which, I like them, but I have to be in the right mood to play them, so it probably won't be a day one purchase anymore.
Hang on. Sad face. So I'm trying to find the charger for my phone because my phone's about to die.
She gets further and further away.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I'm standing further and further away from my mic. Just give me 2 seconds. Sorry, guys. I'm just yeah.
No one's going to ring you now, so
no, because the reason it's dying is because I have another Twitch account which I watch my own feed on to add up to the numbers. So when you see in the chat 360G Gamer, that's my phone account.
Giving away secrets here.
It's just to give you an extra person on the old Twitch viewers, isn't it?
On the rankings, yeah, it might push you over the edge. Yeah.
Well, that's it. I mean, I should make another account and watch it on the tablet as well. So, but that's I might have to do that next week. But
they've reduced the cost of subscribing now, haven't they? On Twitch, upped it by £1, haven't they? I think. Yeah, it was big news last week or the week before.
Oh, isn't that nice?
It's actually had a price drop, which is unusual.
That is very unusual. Anyway, let's move on the news. Where's my mouse gone? I've lost my mouse. Oh, it's over there. Okay. So, yes. So, in big news that, well, I don't think it's big news, but this is news that Sly Almond got very excited by this week. Microsoft is starting to test a new 4K dashboard for the Xbox Series X, everybody.
Yay, finally.
Well, it is big news, but it should have been done from the get-go. I don't see why it's taken them so long.
Why they have stated why they haven't had a 4K dashboard, and I can fully understand, obviously, with the One X and the One S, because obviously it's the boot time. It takes longer to boot to a menu with, like, obviously a high-resolution dashboard.
Right.
But now we've got systems that load up a lot faster. Mm-hmm. They're obviously going to go for it. I mean, the main reason I've always liked it is because it not only does it look nice and sharp, but if you're taking any screenshots in your games that are like 4K or whatever, and you use them as the background image, it drops down the quality.
Oh, right. That's fair.
So now it shouldn't.
So, so that's that piece of news. A little bit of interesting news about Outriders. The Outriders development team haven't received any royalties from Square Enix. Now, I don't know how well the game has sold. There's been a little bit of grumblings on social media. You know how shit social media is, a bunch of knobheads on there. Giving it, all the PlayStation fanboys, giving it, it's because it's on Game Pass and me money. Well... Obviously, they're not going to put it onto Game Pass. They're not going to get any fucking money from it. So Microsoft has obviously fucking done a deal somewhere, right?
Cheap one, but look at it.
But I don't think it's because it wasn't received very well on the PC or the PlayStation. It had
launch issues. It had launch issues and all the rest of it. And you are probably going to have lost a few customers on the PS5 edition where they're going to be like, it's free on Game Pass, but you want me to pay for it on this platform? No, you're all right.
Well, we'll see how well the Medium sells on PlayStation then, right? Because that's Game Pass, isn't it? But no, I mean, I played through Outriders with Peebs, and it was okay. It was we had fun playing it in co-op, but it wasn't, great or anything, was it? It was just like an average. No. It felt like a B movie game, So yeah, it was all right. So they can't be blaming Game Pass if they're bringing out a game that's just average. It's just their fault for not making a fucking better game. And to be honest, I think that's quite typical of Square Enix to be publishing games like that anyway. So. And I'm not actually that surprised.
I've noticed. I've listened to a lot of podcasts, gaming ones, and I noticed that there does seem to be a bit of hate for Game Pass, but it always seems to come from the PlayStation fanboys. Obviously,
it's just because they're jealous.
It's jealousy, and
I don't know. I see both sides. I see both sides. Yes, I do see the jealousy side because they've got Game Pass. But then the other thing I do see is I do see everyone on Xbox seems to go, Game Pass is the best thing in the world. It's the best in the world, and it's just like, you do see it's both sides of the fanboys. They're just as bad as each other.
Well, it is. I mean, arguably, it is the best gaming subscription service.
Yeah, probably. Well, it is, isn't it?
There is. I mean, you've got
Ubisoft or EA.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that's
PlayStation
right?
now, I suppose, is reasonable, and a lot of people have said people that have used PS now seem quite happy with it.
Yeah, but PS got good games.
It just doesn't get the first party games like day and date.
Yeah,
and you also got to remember
it does with Game Pass.
You also got to remember PS Now is not as expensive as Game Pass. It's £40 for the year.
Yeah,
and if you're lucky, you get it for 30. I got mine for £30 for the year. That's a bit of a difference compared to Game Pass.
Well, then I suppose, Paul, you got to pay PlayStation Plus as well if you want.
Yeah, on top. Yeah,
it's still £40. Then it's still £70, isn't it? It's still less than Game Pass, isn't it?
Depends where you shop.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Depends if you do
Brazil.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Like this Outriders, it's ruining the sales because it's on Game Pass. Well, surely the game doesn't have to go on Game Pass. If the developers and that don't want it to go on Game Pass, they don't have to. So obviously coming up with deals. But also, on the other hand, you've got the little independents who probably would never get their games played. So it gets people playing. I mean, half these games, these little independent games, I would never have played if they weren't on Game Pass.
Yeah.
So you end up maybe buying another game that they've done or a bit of DLC. Was it the little biking game? What was
Descendants.
Descendants. They were like the Game Pass was the best thing that ever happened to them.
Yeah.
Well, you also got to remember, with these games, also a lot of the development costs are paid up front if they go on the Game Pass, which takes the risk out of publishing and developing the game in the first place. So, it works both ways, to be honest with you. And I think a lot of the time when people talk about the economics of Game Pass, haven't fucking got a clue how, the real world works or how business works or how deals work. So anything that anyone says on Twitter about Game Pass, slagging it off or whatever, just sigh and just move on because they don't know what they're talking about, to be honest with you.
But no, Game Pass is great for the indie stuff. I must admit, it's really good. I mean, as I say, this stuff that you talk about, that if it wasn't on Game Pass, it probably would have just disappeared.
I mean, and you look at like Hades came out last week, right? And that's it's not my cup of tea, but that's a renowned game for being a lot of people's game of the year last year, and a lot of people wouldn't have bought it, if it wasn't for Game Pass. And people have tried little indie games like Art of Rally, and The Ascent, and what people do forget, there is a lot of big games on Game Pass. You've got all the Final Fantasy series, you've got the Yakuza series, you've got games like Dragon Quest XI, Nier Automata, and loads of other games that people just seem to forget about just because they're a little bit older,
But I mean, if you can have both, have Game Pass on PlayStation now, because I must admit there is a mix on both. To be honest, I mean
exactly, and get a Switch while you're at it as well. Fuck it.
Yeah, get a Switch, and then you can
and you got everything.
Then you play your SNES games, then can't you?
I'm actually playing a SNES game at the moment.
Nice.
What is it with Switch games? Because obviously I was in Game and CX. I haven't been in them for ages, but the Switch games just do not, even the second-hand ones, do not drop in price.
No,
they're expensive, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's Nintendo though. It's always been like that though, isn't it? Until the console disappears. I mean, it's only now that I've noticed that the 3DS stuff has started to drop in price, and it hasn't. It's been really high for ages, all the 3DS games. But now, because the console's obsolete, because the Switch is out, it's all right. You've got the rarity ones that do hold their price, but if you're going to collect for the Switch, you're going to have to wait until it's out of fashion before you can get them cheap. And even then, Mario games, they're still 15 quidders, 20 quidders, even when they're out of fashion.
Yeah.
So,
okay, my last piece of news is a Switch story. Genshin Impact is finally coming to the Nintendo Switch this year. The developers put an announcement on Twitter. No date that I could find. but it's coming this year to the Switch, which is great news. I think because I like to dabble in it every now and again. I've got it on the PC, but I would like to play it handheld, and I just don't like playing games on the phone. So I think if your account can traverse between the two systems, then the Switch would be a great. Well, it's going to be a great system for Genshin Impact, to be honest.
That's going to really struggle to run on that because I mean, my daughter plays it on the PS4, the base, the standard one, and it's power hungry on that. Really,
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it runs on phones, man, and I played it. I have actually tried it on my phone, and my phone's old. It's a Note 9, so it's like a 4-year-old phone, and it runs fine on that. So
they must have downgraded it a lot because I just noticed when I go in my daughter's room. I mean, her PlayStation's smoking in there. It really is. It's like she's had it on. You can hear it whirring away. I mean, this is slim as well. This isn't the fat one. This is the latest one, the slim.
Have you maybe you open it up and clean it out a bit?
Oh no, I've done that. I've got all little blocks on each 4 corners, so it's got air circulating underneath it. I mean, it might have something to do with the fact being that she's probably been playing it for 7 hours flat out. I've had that. She's been playing Apex for like 3 hours before that. Then it goes on the Genshin, so it probably is smoking anyway. But there we go. Well, she's off at the moment. No, school is there, so.
I mean, it is a game I actually want to go back to because it does just remind me of Zelda in a lot of ways. It has all the moves like climbing the walls and has the glider and all that, and it is very pretty.
They've added a horde mode to it now. Did you know that?
No, I mean I haven't played it for a little while because I did go for a short phase of playing it on the PC and then jumping on it on my phone for a short while, but I just don't like touch controls because they have no controller support on the phone, which is really fucking shit. But the weird thing is about your account is it shares between the phone and the PC, but if you play it on the PlayStation, you can't play it anywhere else, which is really
probably
odd.
Just PlayStation, probably.
Yeah. So yeah,
you know what they're like.
Yeah, defo. But yeah, that's all my news for this week, guys. Have you got anything you wanted to add?
No. There was a story, wasn't there, about a rumored Saints Row reboot?
Oh, okay,
being announced this week for the Switch and obviously consoles.
Oh, nice.
Because it's Gamescom this week, so we'll probably have a few things to talk about next weekend as well.
What day is Gamescom? Because I'm completely out the loop. But I'll just have a quick.
Tuesday onwards, is it, till the weekend, or is it Wednesday till the weekend? Something like that. I know there's a couple of companies having presentations.
Oh, nice. Nice. The 25th to the 27th. There you go. Oh, DevCom is from the 23rd to the 27th. Gamescom from the 25th. So we'll probably start seeing stuff from Monday then. Maybe.
Nice.
The only news I've got is they're releasing a Commodore Amiga.
Oh yeah, Mini Amiga.
Mini Amiga. Yeah, the only thing is though, there is a bit of a grey sort of. A lot of people are a bit pissed off though. They're releasing it's the Amiga 500. They're releasing it. It's £120, which is quite a bit of money, and it doesn't have a working keyboard again. So it's like
tiny.
It's like the Commodore Mini that came out that didn't have a keyboard. So basically, it's gonna. I don't think they've announced all the games for it.
No, they haven't. You can plug a keyboard in though if you need
that's
to.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I don't see the problem. I mean, if you got a working keyboard and something the size of your fist, how are you going to keep the price low? It makes no sense.
Well, but you say that, but then Commodore then released a full-size Commodore 64, didn't they?
Well, again, it's all
which was £120.
Yeah, it come down to the demand at the end of the day, isn't it? I mean, these essentially are for collectors, and collectors will buy them. It's not like a mass market machine. So I guess someone's step forward. We'll make it. We want to turn a profit. Works out the economics. In the environment, things are where everything's gone up in price, including materials. you need to make sure that your bases are covered. And then eventually, I guarantee you, give it about 6 months, you'll be able to pick one up for 50 quid on Amazon.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
So,
I never had an Amiga. I always wanted an Amiga, but I didn't. I moved off from computers then. I had the 64 and that was it. But hey-ho. I do have an Amiga in the loft, but...
Cool.
I've never actually used it.
Oh, someone disconnected.
Yeah, it was me. Sorry, my thing cut out.
Yeah, fair enough.
Is there any more news, or shall I get into the questions quick? There's not many questions.
I've got to go to bed soon.
All right. Okay, so Wes asks, with Warzone being full of hackers and the new COD looking very underwhelming compared to Battlefield 2042, do you think this is the end of the gravy train for COD and they might slow down the new releases to once every 2 to 3 years instead of every year?
No, they won't do
it. They haven't slowed down yet, have they?
No, well, I actually saw in the news this week that they've got every single development team in Activision now working on Call of Duty. Over 1,000 people are now working on COD.
Wow.
So it's going to be every year, 100%.
I want a job in the game industry. Sorry, you're going to have to work in COD. Okay.
I quite enjoyed the look of the new COD. I thought it looked...
Yeah.
Yeah. So
we talked about it earlier. And
okay.
World War II, boring. Me. Battlefield for the win, bitches!
Don't know. I've not really been interested in that yet.
You can like both,
Yeah.
I know,
it's not allowed. It's not allowed.
You don't have to pick a side.
I'm picking the Battlefield side, I mean, I mentioned earlier, right? It's just got more customization options and it's got awesome maps and it's fucking awesome.
Do you know what?
Got better guns.
Battlefield and COD are both crap compared to Medal of Honor. There we go. Said it.
That's a bit left field, mate.
Medal of Honor was better than both of them.
One thing I do want to touch on with this question is I don't understand why Call of Duty is full of hackers, because every other PC game I play has really good anti-cheat software which stops people from hacking. Either Activision really don't give a fuck about their player base and just don't want to put any decent anti-cheat software in, or there's some really smart people out there.
Probably really smart people out there.
Yeah.
No, I don't think they're smart.
I just think Activision Blizzard are lazy and they just don't give a fuck. That's my opinion. They're too busy fucking sexually harassing all the women that work there to be fucking doing any work. Fucking cunts.
Next.
Anyway.
Yeah, I'm keeping out of that.
Wes also says there's a few good games coming out in September. What are you looking forward to the most? He's looking forward to Lost Judgment the most.
Yeah, that's out soon as well.
I haven't played the first one yet.
Oh man, you're missing out. I don't actually know what else is out in September apart from Tales of Arise, which I'm most excited for, and Lost Judgment.
We got World War Z now. The new one.
I'm just having a quick look. The Medium's coming out on the PlayStation. Death Stranding Director's Cut and Deathloop.
I thought Deathloop was October. Is that September, is it?
September the 14th.
Okay. Would have been moved to October.
I'll see what the upgrades are like for how easy the upgrade system is for Death Stranding when that comes out.
I need to finish
that's much more of the same fun with the upgrade system.
I need to finish Ghost of Tsushima and Death Stranding this year.
Oh, good luck with Death Stranding, mate.
I was right near the end.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, I'm quite near the end of Death Stranding. I don't know what happened. Okay. I just stopped playing it. I think I burnt myself out, actually.
Right, next question.
Doing all those walk-ins.
I'm just going to go to... We've got 3 more questions. HDoob84 says, thoughts on Saints Row getting a reboot?
Yeah. Cool.
I don't give a fuck.
Poor man's Grand Theft Auto.
Not funny.
No.
It depends, because I obviously said to my mate, when they do this reboot, they're probably going to, if it's a reboot of the first game, they're going to go full stupid with it.
Yeah.
Because obviously the original Saints Row was kind of like a
Grand Theft Auto clone, basically. And then the second one slightly got a bit silly, but it still had like the serious stuff there and slightly over the top. And then from 3 onwards, it just got crazier and crazier.
Yeah.
I couldn't care less, to be honest with you.
I'm interested to see what it's like, because I did really enjoy Saints Row 2.
Yeah, I'm just getting sick of all these
remasters,
man. Let's fucking bring out something new.
Well, no, I think this is a reboot, so it's probably from grounds up. Like, it's not a remaster. I think I've heard it's a reboot, like a complete relaunch sort of a thing. Because they literally, in the last Saints Row, it was like alien invasion shit. You can't really get any worse, like, take it any further than that, can you?
Yeah, I know what you're saying, yeah.
No, aren't they supposed to be redoing Grand Theft Auto 3 and Vice City as well?
Mentioned that last week.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
You must have been asleep.
I'll be really interested in Vice City. It's one of my favourite games of all time.
Yeah.
Cool beans. Yeah, I'm not going to play them. I want some new games. D-Twin.
What, so you're going to play Final Fantasy VII Remake for the 15th time?
Only for the second time.
You want to play new games?
Exactly.
Only for the second time, but it's only, it only come out last year. D-Twin says, thoughts on COD going back to World War II again?
Yeah. Well, it's their original, it wasn't originally a World War II game, wasn't it? Call of Duty 1 and 2 and 3, and then it was 4 that went Modern Warfare, wasn't it? It was the first time it went.
Best one. Yeah,
arguably the best one. It was the one that sort of went mainstream, didn't it? And everyone was playing the online. But yeah, it was only a matter of time before they went back.
I think it's going to be shit. That's my opinion.
You allowed your opinion.
Yeah. No. Okay, Stunty asked a question this morning.
Yeah, I forgot.
What's the best indie game from the PS4/Xbox One generation? I don't fucking know, man.
Oh.
Yeah, even I thought. I don't know.
When did Fez come out?
360. That was although he has come on other systems since.
Yeah,
see, I think all the best indie games came out during the 360 PS3 era. When you had like Xbox.
No, there are still some great ones. I can throw one out that I know a lot of us liked when we played it. What Remains of Edith Finch?
Oh yeah, that was amazing. Oh man, I'm trying to think back. I can't think of anything else, man. I'm too tired. It's like 11:10 at night, and I'm half dead. Shall we do some research on that one?
Yeah. Even I didn't think of anything. That's why I was going.
Cool. All right. On that note, I think we should go to bed. We've been going for 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Jesus Christ! Do I get paid? I don't get paid by the hour, do I?
No, you get paid by the year. You get £5 a year from me.
£5? Fucking hell!
I've been doing what? So 10 years times 5. I've got quite a bit of money coming then.
Yeah. That'd be 50 quid, mate.
Yeah, 50 quid each.
Yeah.
You'll get a checkbook and pen.
Yeah. Okay, I look forward to that.
Oh, awesome.
Okay.
I know what we were chatting about the other day in our chat about, obviously, the Eurogamer meetup. I don't know if people are free or we can organise something for that weekend.
What weekend is it again?
It's October something. I know I'm off work, so I can do it, but just don't know everyone else.
I think I just put a date in the diary for October the 2nd today, so
no, I think
it's the 7th to the 10th of October.
Okay, I'll have to have a look.
I still don't know if I'm even going to go. I don't know, man. I mean,
you might go and stay outside.
I mean, I don't want to go into the venue. I mean,
I'm not bothered about the venue at all. I'm just sort about I'll just meet up somewhere, have a few drinks.
Going into London, we'll see.
Well, the thing is, it's probably just a bit more easy. I mean, just a bit more easier for everyone, isn't it? I mean,
yeah.
But the thing is, if you have it like Birmingham, it's further north for people.
Yeah.
Brighton's always good, but obviously it's a bit further south for a lot of people.
I mean, for me, I just don't know if I can get childcare because I have no one who can look after my kids, and obviously the missus will want to go as well. And I don't really want to take my kids to a piss up, so I need to
put some balls and leave the missus at home. Well, I hope she's not listening.
No, she's into. I mean, she's So I don't know. I need to see, man. I don't know. There's a lot of variables. Once you have kids, mate, it makes it fucking hard to do anything.
Yeah, and you got your dad can have them for a day, or Leon's sister or something.
Well, we'll see. Well, I mean, Leon's sister's only 20 minutes down the road, so she would be a more viable option, but it's just seeing if she would have them for the day.
Well, don't tell her. Just drop them off.
In a basket.
Yeah, just drop them off and say, look, I'm really sorry, but we'll be back in 10 minutes, and just leave them.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a beer meetup chat in the Discord, but is that an Australian one?
No.
It's all right. Perhaps we can chat in there and try and sort something out.
I mean, because now I've moved up north-ish to the Midlands. I was talking to Darkest Frost the other day because he lives near Cambridge, so he's not that far from me. So we're thinking of maybe doing something around
friends.
This kind of area, peeps.
So we could do somewhere like is Cambridge too far for people to come?
I mean, it's a nice city.
I don't go north of the River Thames, mate.
No, that's the trouble, Dan. Dan, he doesn't want to come anything north of Watford.
I know.
Or the Thames. I literally, that's a slight lie. That is my office is literally half a mile from Kew Bridge, so which is literally on the Thames. So, and that's slightly north. So, I lie. Sorry.
Yeah, we could put it chat in the Discord and maybe put a few options up and see what.
It needs to be by the M1 really, because it's easier for a lot of people. Going across woods is starting to get more complicated.
Yeah, I'll just fuck it. Just make it around London Euston or whatever. Done.
Yeah, I think London's probably the
easy. Just hop on the train. Hop on the train on the way back.
Public transport. Oh. No, I can't do it.
It's fine, mate. It's fine.
I've burnt all my masks, so I can't even fucking. I might get arrested.
Just put on a bra or something.
Yeah, but get one of Leon's bras out.
Yeah.
Oh, they're too big, man. I'll cover my whole head.
That's all right. At least you'll be well protected.
Oh dear.
Make sure you don't tell her.
Yeah, because there was that new video game pub thing that I put in the chat. I can't remember now. I posted it without even really reading it.
Oh, for fuck's sake,
like most of the articles on Twitter and Facebook.
To be honest, right, and to be completely honest, if we were going to do a meet-up at an arcade, it would have to be Arcade Club, and they're more up north. So
yeah, and I mean, I'd be happy. I mean, I'd be happy to still have somewhere a little bit north, I suppose. I'd have to work out how to get there, obviously, and then get a hotel or whatever. That's fine. I mean, it'll have to have a hotel nearby that's dirt cheap, and I don't mind doing that. But again, it's if it's like, I mean, the trouble with going to London and back, inevitably, it's like, you know, it gets to about 10, half 10, and then it's like get on the tubes trying to get to wherever you result in the train station. It's pissed out your face trying to get home. Great fun.
Yeah.
Well, if I come down to London, I'm quite happy to get a hotel wherever.
Yeah.
It means you haven't got to go back home too early.
Yeah.
I mean, the other thing is, or organise a meet up elsewhere and then just book a fucking travel lodge or something, you know.
Well, we want to do what Colin did, to do an Airbnb or whatever. Yeah, they're probably the best solutions.
Airbnb and then bring your console. Done.
Yeah, if you can get like or it depends how many, but if you get like a 4 or 5 bedroom B&B and Airbnb, whatever the bloody called, and then just all chip in 5 ways or whatever, that might be a cheaper way of doing it.
Yeah, probably.
Just have a fucking.
We did it before, didn't we?
Yeah.
Your stag do wedding.
Oh yeah, fucking hell, that was good.
Yeah, I shared a double bed with Colin.
Yeah. That's
someone on it the next day.
Beautiful.
Might be me. I've been known for that.
I remember someone throwing up.
Yeah,
it was someone throwing up in the toilet. Yeah.
Shower room, wasn't
I think it was Webby.
It was me. Did I? Well, That was a different time because my missus came. It was when we went to a Eurogame and my missus was there, and I projectile vomited over the whole bathroom, and I passed out, and she ended up having to clean the bathroom.
Yeah.
Standard.
Yeah, I can't handle my alcohol. I'm such a lightweight.
Was that time you came to my birthday, Webby, a few years ago?
Oh God!
And I had a big party in my house at the time.
Yeah,
we had to put the bed.
I remember the pictures.
You had to put your bed in the spare room about midnight because you were talking bullshit to everyone.
Well, yeah, because I drank like a whole bottle of Jack Daniels. I was absolutely shit-faced. Apparently, I was trying to just chuck random objects into the chimney to make the fire bigger, just acting like a complete knobhead.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing videos of one of your mates at some chili thing, and he was like gagging on this chili and having to drink milk or something. I do remember that. And you made chili chicken wings, I think. And that was really nice.
Barbecue, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah, it was a good night, man. It was a really good night. I haven't done anything like that in ages.
Yeah, I don't know that many people anymore.
Everyone's been filled up for the last year and a bit.
Exactly. Those are people I know have moved on. It's sad times.
As I say, all the clubs down here are gone now.
Got like the Avenue.
Not surprised.
Yeah,
that's gone.
Well, the Avenue went years ago, but I went past what the Zone was the other week, and that's gone.
Well, people.
And obviously, Excalibur was bulldozed a while back. The Squaddies nightclub.
Wow. The thing is, there's not a market for nightclubs anymore. I don't think there is.
It's a weird because, like I say, when we were like 17, 18, that's all it was in Peterborough. We had about 4 nightclubs.
Yeah, I remember going
drinking off down the nightclub all weekend.
Oh, Cambridge and Newmarket, man. Newmarket had some awesome clubs.
Yeah, people used to go from Peterborough to Newmarket. De Niro's there was.
Yeah, De Niro's was the big one, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people from here used to travel to Newmarket just for the nightclubs.
Yeah, I used to go clubbing every Thursday, Friday, Saturday night.
Yeah.
I was in my late teens.
Different generation. It probably also to do with the fact being that a lot of the music today is dog shit.
Well, yeah, I do agree.
And we also have 24-hour drink, late night drinking bars or whatever. Anyway, so the need for nightclubs have eroded somewhat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that and the DJ, like that one we had in Brighton. The music was awful, wasn't it?
Yeah, which one was that?
It used to be called the Gloucester. I don't know what it was called.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Sound
when we went out a couple of weeks ago, yeah. I don't know, it was fucking loud. It was fucking, everything was too treble high.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear anything at all. I couldn't have a conversation with anyone.
It was terrible. It was just...
It's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon and he's fucking gurning and DJing like it's 5 in the fucking morning.
You can't hear anyone speak.
Yeah, it was so loud, but I wouldn't mind. I mean, I like quality sound systems, but this sounded like something he grabbed out his bedroom and put on full loud.
Yeah. Happy days, man.
Happy days. And Clarky asks in the Twitch chat, is anyone left trying to get a new console? I think we've all got them, haven't we? Oh no, Peeps after a PS5.
Yeah, I'm still looking for a PS5 if one comes about. One thing is, if we have a meet-up, is Clarky going to be allowed?
No, of course he isn't.
Tell your missus now, give her plenty of notice, Clarky.
I don't have a new console either. I don't have
Are you after one, or are you not bothered?
No, I can't be fucked, mate. I really can't. The thing is, I've got enough things to pay out for at the moment. I've got holidays and I've got fucking train fares to work to pay out for.
Well, your trains are going up in price, aren't they? Man. Again?
Well, yeah, exactly. I haven't had a pay rise for 2 fucking years, and everything's gone up in price. I had my water bill come through the other day, and it's gone up £6 a month because I've been working from home for all these fucking months, and it's like, for fuck's sake, can't win, can you?
Yeah, no. Inflation's just going up and up and up. It's going to screw.
Yeah. So I'll have to hold out the next couple of years and see what happens. And
there'll be a new one out by then, 2 years.
Oh, of course, it'll be a cheaper model, and I'll be snapping up all your models for fucking £100 less.
Yeah, guarantee it. 2 years to be a new PS5 and a new Xbox.
I'm going to get a new shiny Switch with a bigger screen, so fuck you.
Sounds exciting.
It is. Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be great.
Have those pre-orders all been locked in and everything by now, then I take it?
I guess so, yeah. I haven't had anything since. But yeah, I did. Occasionally I see on the Hot Stock app, like Smith's opening up orders for more OLED switches, but it'll be released on day. And then there's at the same day, there's obviously Metroid Dread as well, so I'll book the day off work and wait for it to turn up about 7 o'clock in the evening and then swear a lot. So we'll see. Cool,
man. Right, we're going to end it here, I think. Yeah. It's been almost 3 hours. It's been emotional. I've got to get up early, long drive in the morning.
I've got the week off, man.
Nice. Well, I'm off. I had to book tomorrow off. I'm back at work Tuesday, and then I'm off till Monday. So, on a Monday, so chill
yeah,
week,
I won't be on next week. That's fair warning.
That's fair, mate.
Yeah, I won't either. I'm working next Sunday night.
Cool.
Yeah, let's get some of these guys on.
Yeah, gonna have to persuade them, aren't I?
Yeah.
Bank holiday as well, isn't it? I'm out, I think, Saturday and Sunday on 2-day bender.
There we go. Maybe you need your community night.
Yeah, I'll get Nicky on, I think. He's always good to come on. Well, usually anyway. Cool. I'll give me something to organise in the week. Well, thank you very much, everyone, for coming on. It's been really, really good this week. Really enjoyed it. And so for me, Mark Webb, Gamertag, Piss and D, Steam ID, Webby, 360G.
See you in another 6 weeks, Mr. Peeves.
See you later, said my dad.
It's Sensei Switch.
Number 1 Stuntmaster.
Cool, so thank you very much. We will try and be a bit more specific with the Eurogamer meet, if it happens or whatever. If you want to join the Patreon, visit patreon.com/360gamercast. From as little as £5 a month, you get access to every single show, every single week of the year. And I haven't forgotten about doing the music special, which we were trying to organise, but it's the summer. Everyone's busy. Trying to get that organised is very difficult. And the same with the Conspiracy Theory episode, which I'm trying to round up the people to fucking do it. But again, summertime, people on holiday and stuff. So we're going to try and get that done soon. So visit the website, 360gamercast.com. All the links for everything are on there. And that's about it. So thank you very much. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.